by Johnson, who takes it inside, lays it up and in. The Spurs take the lead with 1.2 seconds remaining. It's 115, 114. The steal by Keldon Johnson and the basket.
We'll check in with Joe Mazzulla.
Whether it's the type of screens they're setting or they're slipping or there are different matchups involved. And so, we got to be just as diligent on the defensive end, communicating our coverages and knowing who we're guarding.
But coming up next, for nearly 2 years now, the Celtics have been as good as anyone has ever been on the NBA road, a run that started in Washington 22 months ago. Monday night, the new edition of the Celtics looked very much like the last two editions in a defensive dismantling of the Wizards. We'll look back. Jaylen Brown punched the ball away. Derek White leads it ahead for Jaylen. His right side three is online and good. Celtics lead by 33. They've scored the first 7 of the half. And Wes Unseld using every timeout he can get his hands on.
Boy, they are just mashing the gas defensively. Poole has no place to go, trying to dribble through the passing lane. Celtics too quick, too fast, too good.
It's all coming up and more as we count you down to the Celtics and Pacers here at the Garden, bottom of the hour on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Están los innovadores, aquellos que construyen cohetes y robots. Y luego están los innovadores de McDonald's, esos que prueban cosas inesperadas, que mezclan lo crujiente con lo cremoso, lo dulce con lo picante, como con la nueva Sweet and Spicy Jam. Esos que saben balancear la QPC y la nueva Mambo Sauce en cada bocado. Y se van de la mesa sin dejar rastro. Para estos visionarios, llegaron las nuevas Sweet and Spicy Jam y Mambo Sauce a McDonald's. En McDonald's participantes por tiempo limitado, hasta agotar existencias. Para pa pa pa.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Talk to your specialist about Botox Cosmetic and Botulinum Toxin A, because Botox Cosmetic Day is back on November 15th. For one day only while supplies last. Buy one $50 gift card, get one free. Plus, if you're treated in November, you can earn double points and have the chance to win $25,000. No purchase necessary for sweepstakes entry. Must register by November 22nd. Terms and conditions apply. For prescribing information and box warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300. See official rules and join Allie at BotoxCosmeticDay.com.
At KEH, we believe great camera gear should be accessible to all. With over 60,000 pre-owned items in stock from the most popular camera brands and up to 40% off retail. You can get your hands on the gear you want at a price you'll love. Affordable, sustainable, and backed by our free 180-day warranty. That's a purchase that's better for you and the planet. Together, we can make something that lasts. Visit KEH.com today.
Are you an experienced trucker looking for high wages and great benefits? Do you want to try something new? One of the largest construction projects in the world is coming to the north slope of Alaska's oil fields, and the Alaska Teamsters Local 959 are looking for line haul, construction, and pipeline drivers to make it happen. If it sounds like the right job for you, find out if you're qualified on our website and apply today. Learn more at akteamsters.com.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
If it amazes you, then you don't know anything about basketball. You're illuminating your relative lack of knowledge of the game with a statement like that. Let's just start all this again. Now, I'm not here to argue the thing with you. I'm not going to debate things with you and people from television. You want an answer from me, you get the answer. You don't like an answer, then don't use the program, okay?
Legacies are a fascinating thing. Welcome back to Star Market Celtics tonight. As you just heard, many of you on our flagship station, wherever you may be, and we're just making an ad-lib here to change the show at the start of the show, Max, because we just lost Bobby Knight, a basketball icon, and the soundbite that you just heard is the perfect way. The entree into Bobby Knight are the two Bobby Knights, and you really feel, particularly in the society we're in now, that the antics, him being removed as coach of Indiana, the physical abuse, the Neil Reed videotape, all of it is going to supersede the basketball. And I'm not saying whether it should or it shouldn't, but clearly that's going to supersede the true basketball brilliance of one of the greatest coaches ever.
I think in some ways it will, Sean, but then some people who are purists of the game are going to understand who Bobby Knight was. what he did during that time, you couldn't do now. At that time, when he did it, it was acceptable for a long time. And then finally, you know, shelf life, all that ran out. He was an enigma. He was feisty. He was, to his players, he was loyal. Even when he talked about Larry Joe Bird, the first time Larry went to practice with Indiana, his teammates, and didn't get the basketball, and he was pissed because he didn't want Larry to go home. Larry went home.
Which he did.
The story is Larry Bird at Indiana State, and, you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, forgotten part of history is that Larry Bird actually enrolled and went to the University of Indiana and was obviously the prize player in that state. National championships, the undefeated team in '76. The 81 national championship game, which nobody remembers because the president was shot earlier in the day, and they were debating whether or not they have that game in Philadelphia, and they went ahead and played it when he had Isaiah Thomas in 81. Of course, they beat Syracuse on the Keith Smart shot in 1987. But what's interesting is that this is all just happening literally as we're sitting down here getting ready to go. Brad Stevens grew up in Indiana, has had an interesting relationship with Bobby Knight, as you would imagine, at a time that, Bobby Knight obviously later in his life sort of fell out of favor because all the things he had to deal with. So obviously I'm sure Brad Stevens will have a comment or two on the loss of Bobby Knight, but that's going to be obviously the big story in basketball, certainly outside the NBA, as we start here tonight on Star Market, Shaw's Celtics tonight. And the story here with the Celtics and the Indiana Pacers. Celtics looking for their first 4-0 start in 14 years. You know that. Tyrese Halliburton, the best player in the Indiana Pacers, and their star is not going to play in this game tonight. He turned his ankle late in the game. Their loss to Chicago on Monday night. They would also be unbeaten. The Celtics are the only unbeaten team left in the Eastern Conference. That only took 5 or 6 days. And before everyone gets all fat and happy about Tyrese Halliburton not playing, may we turn the clock back to January 3rd at Oklahoma City when the Celtics found out shortly before the game that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't going to play, and before long they were down by 50.
And that was something, but it just seems like this is a different team. The way, I know sample size early, but what I see with this team is, man, they compete. And they don't take any time off, and they're not looking to take any prisoners.
All right, no changes in the Boston starting lineup. We'll tell you who is starting for the Pacers now with Halliburton out, and with are we going to see a little bit of a different look here for Indiana now with their backup center Jalen Smith now out of the game as a change how they play. We'll talk about all that, but before we look ahead, we look back to Monday night in Washington when the Wizards did not know what hit them. Celtics will wear the road green, white letters and numbers. They will go left to right in the first half tonight. Washington in the home white, red numbers, blue letters. They will go right to left. What is going on in the 19-year-old mind of Bilal Coulibaly right now as he prepares for his first NBA start? Avdia and Porzingis will jump it up in between Mark Lindsay. And on a Monday night in Washington, D.C., we're underway. Porzingis wins the tap easily. Back to Derek White. It's in the hands of Jason Tatum. Jalen pull up in transition, knocks down a three. And that's enough for Wes Unseld. His defense is going to have to be a lot tighter than that. Celtics have hit 6 shots in a row and built an early 8-point lead. The Poole just turns around, runs back to the three-point line. His three is blocked by Porzingis, who didn't take those subtle moves. He knew it was coming. Ball lobs all the way ahead to Porzingis, spins on Kispert, and scores. No answer for Porzingis whatsoever.
None at all. I mean, you might as well just fall on the ground and surrender.
Porzingis has 10. Celtics by 17. Jaylen Brown punched the ball away. Derek White leads it ahead for Jalen. His right side three is online and good. Celtics lead by 33. They've scored the first 7 of the half. Now Wes Unseld using every timeout he can get his hands on.
Boy, they are just mashing the gas defensively. Poole has no place to go, trying to dribble through the passing lane. Celtics too quick, too fast, too good.
Jaylen Brown, stop and start against Avdia. Turns, face, tough, fly, arcing 18-footer is good. When it's your night, it's your night.
Putting on a show.
36 for Jaylen Brown.
I know early on I said, look at Tatum to have one of those games, but it's been Brown.
Celtics haven't scored yet with this group on the floor. Gill over the shoulder in the corner, and it's going to be in travel if it's touched again by Rollins. Brissett knew it. He stepped in front of him and grabbed it. Brissett goes the distance.
Wow.
A lot of contact. No call. Offensive rebound. Banton misses the putback. They still haven't scored. Third time, though, is the charm. And finally, this bench group has a couple of points on the third try offensive rebound for Banton. There will be some issues discussed about the bench tonight after a truly dominant performance by the starters. Hyla gets in the passing lane, picks off the lob attempt for Coulibaly. clock will hit triple zeros, and that will do it. The Celtics top 6, considered by many the best in the NBA, and they showed out tonight, dominating the Wizards, and the bench hangs on. The final score, Boston 126, Washington 107. From the start, it was defense. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SportsHub. New customers will get $200 in bonus bets instantly for betting just $5. The crown is yours. We're going to talk about it with Joe Mazzulla. You and I talked about it with Drew Holiday when the game was over. It was visceral on the defensive end from the first possession.
Well, that would be a great word to use, in the fact that they just competed. And I'm telling you what, we're starting to see the true Drew Holiday. Man, you know, I watch guys try to get by many times, you know, just try to go by him. And he did not give any quarter at all. And he competes on every single possession, which is tough. Al Horford told me that during camp. He said, I was there for a week. I never saw anybody go by Drew.
Wait, you got that expression from that Old Time Life book series, right? On the Old West guy, the Give No Quarter. Who was that guy?
No, actually I got that one. Didn't get that. That was from your thing. That was from a young man. His name was Buddy Colt. He was a wrestler.
No, I'm pretty sure you get that. Wasn't he the guy? All right, you're right. Give
the one I love
Wesley.
is James Wesley Hart. Once killed a man for snoring. That was like, I like, damn, it don't get no worse than that.
All right, so it will be Andrew Nembhard that will start now in the backcourt with Bruce Brown, the world champion Denver Nugget, and local Boston product, who will play in the backcourt. Mathurin will start with Toppin and Turner. So no Halliburton now. He's been among the league leaders to go over the last 2 years composite, really, since he went from Sacramento to Indiana. And remember, at the time, it's funny because it was De'Aaron Fox or Halliburton. Who do they want to make that deal for Sabonis? And the Pacers really wanted Halliburton. He's been really, really good since he's been there, but he's a big part of their engine.
Well, you know, the thing that you have Halliburton shoots that basketball. But the thing that we also know is that Buddy Hield has had some tremendous games against Boston.
And the newly Peyton Pritchard got his bag. So did his Celtics draft mate Aaron Nesmith, who's coming off a career high 26 in a game in the second game of the season for Indiana. And he still has a little bit of a chip on his shoulder about coming back here and playing.
Well, I mean, it happens. Any place you get traded away from, you want to go back and prove that, you were better than they said.
Is that exactly how you felt?
No, I had already won 2 championships by then.
Max's Player to Bank On, brought to you by Clinton Savings Bank. You go the extra mile for your clients as your bank do the same for you. The championship team at CSB gives your business the home court advantage by going beyond banking. Visit ClintonSavings.com, member FDIC, DIF, equal housing lender.
I think I'm going to go with Tatum. And Tatum because Toppin. I want to see that matchup. I want to see these two guys go up against each other. The ability to stretch the floor out. And Obi Toppin, who is pretty, had some good days in New York, but they really didn't like him, is gone there now and starting in Indiana and has played pretty well.
Now, I'm not in any way, don't get it twisted, as the kids say, suggesting that he has not played well. But the Celtics, Max, are 3-0, and Jason Tatum has not been the best player in any of these 3 games. He's been really good. But Porzingis was clearly the best player in the first game. Derek White and Jaylen Brown.
And let me just say this. That is a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you're winning games and your best player is not the best player out there and somebody else is trumping him, man, what else can you do? And how much more does the team have?
All right, still to come on Shaw's and Star Market. Celtics tonight. We will have our conversation with Joe Mazzulla about the defensive adjustments, if any, that the elite defensive players that he has have to make to play with each other. It's kind of an interesting conversation. We ended up going a little bit in depth on it. We will have that. We will take our trip around the NBA because the unquestioned MVP of player empowerment era got his way again, and James Harden ended up exactly where he wanted to go. We'll talk about the trade. What does it mean? Particularly, what does it mean for the Sixers now? And are they in position after the first of the year to make another deal, to take another big swing, to try to climb back onto that first tier with Boston and Milwaukee in the Eastern Conference? We'll talk about that. But coming up next, Joe Murray has Sports Hub headlines, including the passing of Bobby Knight that we just discussed. And meanwhile, very quietly, and judging, if you haven't noticed, and judging by the TV ratings you haven't, the Texas Rangers are about to win the World World Series. It's all coming up as we get you ready for the Celtics and the Indiana Pacers here at the Garden on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, Rhode Island drivers, in the market for a new vehicle? Then you have to visit Flood Mazda. As a President's Award winner, Flood Mazda is committed to providing an exceptional dealership experience. Stop in and browse over 100 new vehicles, including the Mazda CX-90, CX-5, CX-30, and more. Take advantage of our Mazda CX-5 model starting as low as $30,115. Shop a wide selection of high-quality pre-owned vehicles and Mazda certified vehicles, all priced for your budget. Every vehicle is backed by the Flood Advantage Plan. You get free dent repair, free windshield repair, free key replacement, and much more. Looking to trade? Flood Mazda will give you top dollar for your trade-in. Need to service your vehicle? Flood Mazda has you covered with complimentary pickup and delivery, loaner vehicles, and more. There's never been a better time to get behind the wheel of a new Mazda than right now at Flood Mazda in Wakefield during the Mazda Season of Inspiration sales event. Visit us at 220 Old Tower Hill Road or online at floodmazda.com. Prices may vary based on location, taxes, fees, and dealer charges. The mid-engine starting price of $30,115 MSRP for 2023 Mazda CX-5 models is subject to change and should be confirmed with Flood Mazda.
Hear that music? It can only mean it's breakfast bagel time at McDonald's. Ah, the McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy folded egg, 2 slices of American cheese plus your choice of a savory steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or breakfast sausage, all on a perfectly toasted bagel. It's bagel time. At participating McDonald's.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub. Sports Hub headlines.
Patriots are preparing for Washington on Sunday when they host them at Gillette Stadium. The injury report is out. Farrell Brown, Trent Brown, Calvin Anderson, and Devontae Parker all did not practice today. Plenty are limited. Some other NFL news. Josh McDaniels fired as the head coach of the Vegas Raiders. The Bruins have placed Matt Grzelcyk and Jakub Lacko on injured reserve. They have called up Mason Lowry, Ian Mitchell as the Bees take on Toronto tomorrow. Charlie McAvoy has been issued a 4-game suspension by the NHL. Game 5 of the World Series tonight. Rangers lead Arizona 3-1. Nathan Eovaldi looks to close it out for Texas. And legendary Indiana basketball coach Bobby Knight has passed away at the age of 83. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Football season's here. It's time to get your car ready for the colder days ahead. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 20% off your next service at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. I'm Joe Murray, Grandy, and Max. They take you around the NBA next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hear that music? It can only mean it's breakfast bagel time at McDonald's. Ah, the McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy folded egg, 2 slices of American cheese plus your choice of a savory steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or breakfast sausage, all on a perfectly toasted bagel. It's bagel time. At participating McDonald's.
There's nothing quite like the Honda Accord Hybrid and the CR-V Hybrid when it comes to exhilarating efficiency. With hybrid technology and thrilling capability, these vehicles deliver an electrifying performance on every drive. But what truly makes these hybrids special is the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. Redefine your driving experience with Honda, KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Are you an experienced trucker looking for high wages and great benefits? Do you want to try something new? One of the largest construction projects in the world is coming to the north slope of Alaska's oil fields, and the Alaska Teamsters Local 959 are looking for line haul, construction, and pipeline drivers to make it happen. If it sounds like the right job for you, find out if you're qualified on our website and apply today. Learn more at akteamsters.com.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
We're really excited for what this trade brings as well in terms of our ability to keep improving the team going forward, both in the draft capital we got that we thought was extremely important for our ability to keep improving and being a championship caliber team. Very encouraged that we were able to get what we had we set a bar in June, really, when James requested the trade and said, look, if we can get it to here, that should be what generally allows you to go out and get a player. And having a player like Drew go for a similar package was sort of validating on that. So we set that bar, and obviously it came together where the Clippers met that price, and so that's why the trade happened when it did. So.
Interesting reference from Daryl Morey to the Drew Holiday trade and what it was going to take and what the Sixers were finally going to be able to accept to get this deal done with the Clippers, which seems like it's been months in the making. A bunch of contracts, high salary guys. Obviously, Marcus Morris is in this deal. P.J. Tucker goes with James Harden to the Clippers. Marcus Morris, Robert Covington, K.J. Martin is in the deal coming to Philadelphia. But I don't think we're going to know how this whole thing plays out until those guys can be traded by Philadelphia come January the 1st. But to me, the headline, as I've already intimated a couple of times, Max, is after all the posturing, for the third time in 4 years, James Harden got exactly what he wanted.
Well, he did. He wanted to go there. Now, he did. They didn't get what they thought they wanted to get for him, but they were just wanting to get him out of the building. And they've done that. And how will he affect, what they do in LA? I mean, if there's a guy who can handle him, Ty Lue is the best situation for him.
He was not available. P.J. Tucker not available last night as the Clippers took on Orlando, but it was no problem because if you haven't noticed, Paul George has been dominant out of the gate.
9 to shoot. Offense starts with 8. Left elbow George with 5. Cooks Wagner, left wing 3. Bullseye! Paul George gives a high five to Tyronn Lue as he buries it from downtown.
By the way, James Harden was met by the owner, Steve Ballmer, and Lawrence Frank went out to the airport to meet him when he arrived, obviously make a big production number out of it. Give me 10 seconds, basketball-wise, as to what you think the Clippers do with this deal.
I think that if you look at this team, it's not about James Harden. It's about what Kawhi and Paul George. That is what matters. He will be a ancillary player, and I'm not sure how he's going to help them.
I think the deal wraps up the championship for them. 5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It's
that's the Sean
think about it.
Joke.
I know. See, I lured you in and then dropped the left.
And I was a late. What
yeah, well, that's the point. Because, I mean, think about what this team would have been 5 years ago. With Westbrook, Harden, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, that would have been that. But can that team, when those guys at their age and their health, survive a Western Conference playoff?
Or lack of
Lakers, exactly. All right, meanwhile, speaking of the teams we thought were going to win in the Western Conference, the Phoenix Suns led the Spurs by 20 in the third quarter at home last night, and the lead got away. Kevin Durant didn't box out, and then he couldn't hang on to the ball, up by 1 in the final seconds.
Inbounds pass comes to Durant, and Durant will have it knocked away. It's stolen by Johnson, who takes it inside, lays it up and in. The Spurs take the lead with 1.2 seconds remaining. It's 1:15, 1:14. The steal by Keldon Johnson, and the basket.
Over-modulated?
What? That's a good radio term. I didn't even know you knew that one.
Only because I was sitting down looking at Howie Sylvester, our engineer, going, what the heck is going on there?
All right, games we're watching for you tonight, Brooklyn at Miami. The Nets will be in Chicago Friday. Then they'll be back-to-back against the Celtics Saturday. The Celtics are always the team on the back-to-back going in for that early Saturday game in Brooklyn. This time it'll be the other way around, a late game, and it'll be the Celtics who are rested, and the Nets on a back-to-back. Big games in the NBA tonight. Denver at Minnesota. The Wolves will host the Celtics on Monday night, and the Clippers have beaten the Lakers Lakers 11 straight times as the Clippers and Lakers meet at Staples Center. We'll see James Harden might even play in that game tonight. That's your trip around the NBA. We got the Celtics and Pacers here to start the month of November. We'll talk about it with Joe Mazzulla next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelley Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
For some, today is an ordinary day. But for you, today could be the day you try a new McDonald's sauce for the first time. Maybe you'll dip a McCrispy sandwich into McDonald's Mambo sauce. Maybe you'll spread sweet and spicy jam onto your sausage egg McMuffin. Maybe you'll dip a McNugget in both sauces. Any day you try McDonald's new sweet and spicy jam and Mambo sauce will be a special day, because their time in our famous sauce lineup is limited.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time while supplies last.
Since 1872, Yellowstone Bourbon has shared a spirit with our national parks. Because it's crafted for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. All people. So no matter who you are or where you're from, the park is never more than a pour away. Visit YellowstoneBourbon.com to find it near you. Yellowstone, bourbon for all. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright Yellowstone Select Bourbon, 93 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5thesportshub.com.
Shaw's and Star Market Celtics tonight continues from the Garden. Celtics and the Pacers. You knew that part. You also know our conversation with Joe Mazzulla is brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market. Download the Shaw's and Star Market deals and delivery app today. Save on groceries and gas. Go shopping. Get rewards. It's a lot of commands. Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarkets of the Boston Celtics radio network. What Max and I thought on Monday as it was going on, what was visceral about it, and talking to Drew right after the game, was that the engine for the start, the fuel of it, really felt like it came on the defensive end. Did it feel that way to you?
No, for sure. And I think that's got to be our staple. It's got to be something that we really hang our hat on, regardless of what's going on. And, we've done a good job of that. And so tonight it's just as important. We've got to get off to a good start defensively.
We are trained to think of offensive cohesion as something that takes time, but that elite defensive players, which you have, can just play elite defense. What are the challenges that obviously high-level defensive players like, well, pretty much everyone you have, face when learning to play with each other?
I think just communication. And, I think one of the changes we made, more reads-based defense instead of it being so structured. And so the guys just kind of have to learn each other, just communicating who is best in what situation. But as long as we do it with effort and we do it together, those things kind of work themselves out, and we got that going for us right now.
People hear you say that, read-based, whatever. What's an example that they can picture when you're talking about that kind of change?
Yeah, I think just no one NBA possession is the same. Teams can run the same set, 3 straight times, but run it a different way, whether it's the type of screens they're setting or they're slipping or there are different matchups involved. And so, we got to be just as diligent on the defensive end, communicating our coverages and knowing who we're guarding.
This may tie into what you were saying before. You talked about the third quarter on Monday. You said there was a segment of the game, and this is your quote, you said they took turns learning to play with each other. What does that mean?
I thought they really did. It was like 4 straight possessions, and they gave the ball to each guy in the spot that they're most comfortable with. Jalen had 36 and passed it. Jason had 36 and passed it. KP had Tyus Jones on him and hit it JT for an open 3. Derek they drew up a play for Derek, and he went to the free throw line. And we tried to post Drew, and he got fouled by Poole. So I just think it's those guys learning because they have the ability to play really good basketball in one-on-one situations, there's never going to be, for lack of a better term, a wrong answer. But we always have to learn each other. We got to learn to trust each other and kind of understand how each guy makes the next guy better.
Does that carry over on the bench? Are there conversations you can see sort of continuing from guys being new with each other that continue when they're on the bench together?
Yeah, like where does this guy like the ball? What are you looking for if I'm running down the lane? If I'm running down the corner, this is what I like. This is what you have. So it's just a constant free-flowing conversation about learning each other.
In the last, let's say year and a half, going back to midseason 21-22, you have the best record in the league, the best scoring margin, net rating by a mile. But one of the teams that has played you very well in that time is this Pacers group. We don't know exactly who's playing yet tonight, but this group with Halliburton and Hield and Turner. Why have they been so tough?
Yeah, I mean, they're great in transition. They're really skilled, and they have speed. And so they're a really dangerous team because of their speed and their transition. And, we like to play fast and we have speed, but they're having it at a different level. And so we just have to have the humility to know what they're great at, and we got to work like hell to take it away. And there's so many components that go into transition defense, whether it's shot selection, whether it's turnovers, whether it's spacing, whether it's offensive rebounding. There's so many things that go into defending transition. We have to be able to be great at all those things, and then we got to really hold them to one shot.
That's Joe Mazzulla. Were you now you got the two boys? I was fascinated by this at trick-or-treating age. I'm trying to figure out when trick-or-treating age stops, and you had a great experiment in your own house as to where it stops. Right?
Yeah, I just didn't go out.
Not for you, for the kids.
What was it?
But you're saying that one went and one didn't. And
that's one hung out with his friends and wore a fake mask and probably raised hell around the city for 30 minutes. Who knows?
That's the end result of. Can you successfully avoid the parental discipline of taking the parental tax on the candy they bring back?
I gave up. I'm not eating sugar right now. So
but
it's easy for me.
If you can hold that last night, that shows that's extraordinary discipline.
Yes. Yeah.
You're a better man than I, but I think we already knew that. That's Joe Mazzulla. Celtics and Pacers coming up next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Happy holidays, Shaq here. If you're not one of the millions of people who already own a cartridge-free Epson EcoTank printer, how are those cartridges working out for you? They still run out of ink at the worst possible time? And doesn't it drive you crazy those little things cost a fortune? Enough is enough, people. Don't get cartridge. Switch to Epson EcoTank. Instead of cartridges, EcoTank comes with bottles of ink. 4 big bottles of beautiful ink you simply pour into EcoTank's 4 big ink tanks. The bottles snap in place, and then you just fill and chill. No mess, no stress. EcoTank comes with so much ink, you can print worry-free. Your homemade holiday cards, invitations, photos, recipes, grandma's recipes, my secret fruitcake recipe. Deep fried. With EcoTank, you can even print from your phone. So come on, people, don't get cartridged. This holiday season, switch to Epson EcoTank. Just fill and chill. Check it out at EpsonEcoTank.com.
For some, today is an ordinary day. But for you, today could be the day you try a new McDonald's sauce for the first time. Maybe you'll dip a McCrispy sandwich into McDonald's Mambo sauce. Maybe you'll spread sweet and spicy jam onto your sausage egg McMuffin. Maybe you'll dip a McNugget in both sauces. Any day you try McDonald's new sweet and spicy jam and Mambo sauce will be a special day because their time in our famous sauce lineup is limited.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time while supplies last.
Since 1872, Yellowstone Bourbon has shared a spirit with our national parks because it's crafted for the benefit and enjoyment of the people, all people. So no matter who you are or where you're from, the park is never more than a pour away. Visit YellowstoneBourbon.com to find it near you. Yellowstone, bourbon for all. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright Yellowstone Select Bourbon, 93 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
For the first 2 games of the new season, the Celtics scratched and clawed their way using big-time performances in clutch time to start 2-0. Monday night in Washington, there would be no clutch time.
Jaylen Brown, stop and start against Avdia. Turns, fades, tough, fly, arcing, 18-footer is good. When it's your night, it's your night. Whew.
Putting on a show.
36 for Jaylen Brown.
I know early on I said, look at Tatum to have one of those games, but it's been Brown.
During the last year and a half of dominance, few have played the Celtics better than the Pacers. Long, athletic, difficult. The Celtics gun for their first 4-0 start in 15 years as they take on the Pacers at the Garden. Next.
This is
Books and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly. Clinton Savings Bank, Catches Law, and by Hub International New England.
The ball game is over. The Celtics have won the World Championship.
By Town Fair Tire, Shaw's and Star Market, and by Ticketmaster.
The Boston Celtics have won the World Championship for the 15th time.
Also brought to you by Jack's Abbey Brewing, Wendy's, The Commuter Rail, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
It is Banner 17. The mission statement is mission accomplished.
Now, here's Sean Grante and Cedric Maxwell.
At TD Garden, where Tyrese Halliburton is not. That's going to make some changes in the Indiana starting lineup. Andrew Nembhard will now start with Bruce Brown in the backcourt. Ben Mathurin at the small forward spot. The former Nick Obi-Toppin now solidified as the power forward for Rick Carlisle for Indiana. And Miles Turner become a real fixture in Indiana. Despite all the trade rumors last year, he's still there and playing very well. He starts in the middle. The Celtics will once again sound like this.
Derek White, University of Colorado.
Drew Holiday, UCLA.
Jaylen Brown, California, Berkeley. Jason Tatum, Duke University.
Kristaps Porzingis, Baloncesto Sevilla.
Max's keys to the game brought to you by your local New England Honda dealer. Adventure more and worry less with a certified pre-owned Honda and Honda back benefits. Learn more at NewEnglandHondaDealers.com.
Well, pretty much the same thing I've been saying all along. Don't give up second chance opportunities. One of their best players right now, not out of the lineup. Biggest thing, Sean, today, don't have a mental let up. When the best player on the other team is out, all of a sudden you drop your guard. This team does not seem to be that way, though.
Halliburton and Jalen Smith, the backup center, both out for Indiana tonight, which means we might see some Daniel Tice for the Indiana Pacers tonight. Injury report brought to you by Catches Law. Speaking of Catches Law and the war against Tice, New England's injury attorney since 1986 has won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches Law. There is no fee unless you win. Go to CatchesLaw.com to schedule your free consultation today.
Well, one thing I'm looking forward to see if Neesmith, what he's going to do against his former team when he gets the opportunity to get in the game. I know he talked a little bit of noise to Jason Tatum, but Jason Tatum feels like he always wants to get some kind of revenge.
Obviously, it was with Halliburton, but Indiana scored 143 on opening night. That's the most points scored by an NBA team on opening night in 33 years. And also, remember, they came into the Garden last year in December and had the Celtics down huge by 30 in the second quarter. They played Boston very well in this stretch when the Celtics were wrecking everybody in the second half of the 2022 season, particularly on the road. They got crushed at the Fieldhouse that night. O'Shea Brissett hit a bunch of threes for Indiana. So O'Shea Brissett and Aaron Neesmith will both come off the bench, play against their former teams. As we said, Daniel Tice might as well. The last unbeaten team in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics. Denver and Dallas are the only unbeaten teams out west.
Looking forward to seeing how this game is going to go. You always talk about, coming back home after a win and about to go back on the road again. Central is another road game.
Indiana will wear the yellow jerseys tonight, navy blue letters and numbers. They will go right to left in the first half. Celtics wearing the black uniforms, the alternates tonight, green numbers, white letters. They go left to right. Kristaps Porzingis wins the opening tap from Miles Turner. Jaylen Brown pushes it back into the hands of Derek White. On the Wednesday night, away we go. Happy November. Thanks for finding us. Ball in the hands of Drew Holiday. Hand back to Derek White, left side. First touch for Tatum. In the corner, guarded by Brown. Entry in the paint. Holiday bumping, steps through on Mathurin and scores.
Man. One guy went one way, the other guy laid the basketball up softly.
Another post-up. Nembhard dribbles to the dotted line and knocks down a jumper to quickly tie it at 2.
I don't think enough could be said about, and we're going to see much more of it, his post-up game.
Derek White attacking, floating with the right hand, and scoring as he got Nembhard backpedaling.
Could have been there one with the contact in the lane then. If he had missed that shot, they probably would have gave 2 free throws.
First 2 Boston buckets, White and Holiday going deep in the paint. 4-2 is the Boston lead. Andrew Nembhard Moves it left side for Bruce Brown. Bounce entry Miles Turner, and he steps through on Holiday and Porzingis and scores off the glass.
Porzingis normally swats down on that.
Drew Holiday puts in the hands of Porzingis, joins the play, Turner waiting for him. Handoff missed by Jaylen Brown as jumping the passing lane and coming up the skill is Obi Toppin. Mathurin goes the distance and gives Indiana the lead.
I think Obi Toppin's going to do. He is all out hard play.
Jaylen Brown, cross court for Tatum. Tatum ducks the shoulder, drives strong, and traffic and gets fouled on the reach in by Brown. He's not happy with the call, but Tatum will get free throws.
Brown, a world champion. And I don't know, people say India. I mean, Denver's going to be really good. Obviously, the world champion. I think they're going to miss him.
They will.
I mean, he was a solid player. He made big plays. He was explosive, and he defended like a son of a gun.
First free throw missed off the front iron by Tatum. Well, let's go back into the Wayback Machine here about 14 years ago when the Celtics returned to defend their title without James Posey. Not dissimilar. Bruce Brown played kind of that part in that Denver championship. 1 of 2 for Tatum. 6-5 is the Indiana lead. Andrew Nembhard. Bounce pass into the corner. Brown dribbles, shuttles out the top and puts it once to the floor. There's a bounce pass into the corner, but Nembhard was out of bounds. So little room between that three-point line and the baseline. Indiana turns it over.
Got a chance to talk to Rick Carlisle. Man, he's been a head coach in this league. I want to say he said 23 years.
He's going to become the all-time winningest coach in Pacer history in a couple of weeks. Over-the-shoulder pass from Tatum to Derek White for 3.
Now here's the thing. Porzingis isn't even involved in this game so far.
8-6, like the second quarter in New York on opening night. Stepping back, Nembhard, long baseline jumper, no good. Tatum the rebound. Celtics by 2 and the ball 2 minutes in. Tatum through the center court logo. High left-hand dribble. Turner comes out to challenge. Tatum gives up Derek White. Quick return to Tatum. One dribble to his left. Ball away. Tough 3. Swish. What are you going to do about that?
Take the ball out of bounds.
11-6, Boston by 5. Brown attacks, flips it all the way out of the wing. They swing to the open man. Miles Turner for 3. It's no good. And another rebound for Tatum. Doesn't bring the ball down. Just gets rid of it to Holiday up the right side. Drew Holiday. One dribble with the left hand. Steps back. Sets himself perfectly for a 3. 10 straight for the Celtics. And that's enough for Rick Carlisle. He'll put a halt to it.
Man.
10-0 run and a quick 8-point lead in just 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Boston 14, Indiana 6 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Since 1872, Yellowstone Bourbon has shared a spirit with our national parks. Because it's crafted for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. All people. So no matter who you are or where you're from, the park is never more than a pour away. Visit YellowstoneBourbon.com to find it near you. Yellowstone, bourbon for all. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright Yellowstone Select Bourbon, 93 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky.
Están los innovadores, aquellos que construyen cohetes y robots. Y luego están los innovadores de McDonald's, esos que prueban cosas inesperadas, que mezclan lo crujiente con lo cremoso, lo dulce con lo picante, como con la nueva Sweet and Spicy Jam. Esos que saben balancear la QPC y la nueva Mambo Sauce en cada bocado. Y se van de la mesa sin dejar rastro. Para estos visionarios, llegaron las nuevas Sweet and Spicy Jam y Mambo Sauce a McDonald's. En McDonald's participantes por tiempo limitado, hasta agotar existencias. Para pa pa pa.
At KEH, we believe great camera gear should be accessible to all. With over 60,000 pre-owned items in stock from the most popular camera brands and up to 40% off retail. You can get your hands on the gear you want at a price you'll love. Affordable, sustainable, and backed by our free 180-day warranty. That's a purchase that's better for you and the planet. Together, we can make something that lasts. Visit KEH.com today.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
Celtics by 8, 2 minutes and 36 seconds in, Lord Carlisle grabs the timeout. Remember the other night when Milwaukee got absolutely crushed, and you figure that's going to be just some kind of weird night? They're down 21 at Toronto early in the second quarter tonight with Giannis and Lillard.
Wow, and you know, I don't. That's really strange that they've had a couple of stinkers like that so far.
I mean, it's early. We saw San Antonio come from 20 down to win it. 20 isn't what it used to be, but the Raptors don't figure to have a lot this year. Milwaukee is 8 of 26. They missed all 9 of their threes in the first 15 minutes. Out of the timeout. There were no Halliburton for Indiana tonight. Andrew Nembhard at the point. Chased by Jaylen Brown. Dribbles behind the Miles Turner screen. Steps through on Tatum. Throws a jump pass out to Bruce Brown for a left side three that rims out. It's another rebound for Tatum. That's his third. Left-hand dribble through center court. Pulls up on Nembhard. Thought about it. Instead bounced past Porzingis. And he just fires up a three over Turner. That's no good. Rebound. Derek White hustling for it. Punches it out to Jaylen Brown. Great play by Derek White. Jaylen drops from Porzingis, coming right down the middle. Right-hand slam. And this group is starting to have a lot of fun playing with each other.
Man, the extra pass, the hustle played in. Keep that basketball alive.
12 straight for the Celtics and another double-digit lead in the first quarter. Miles Turner spins into traffic. Derek White was waiting for him. Kicks out to Mathurin. Mathurin overruns his dribble, but they're going to call the foul as he goes down to the ground.
That initial line of defense, those two guys right there, they are something.
I think Derek White is a 1% better defender just for the bald head now.
Wow.
He's got that Heisenberg Breaking Bad thing going.
Wow. Oh!
Porzingis steals the inbound. He had it, but had it knocked away. Mathurin has it back, slides to the left side for Nembhard's three, which is no good. And the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Pacers have missed all three from distance. Still a 10-point Boston lead. Jaylen Brown for Porzingis. Jaylen coming off an 8-3 game. Give and go. Takes the handoff back on the bounce pass from Porzingis. Flies in and slams it with the right hand. And Celtics are styling right now.
Boy, guys playing at another level.
18-6. Mathurin attacking Porzingis. Hangs in the air. Forces it up. And it does fall. But, man, Porzingis took a lot of that rim away. 18-8. Derek White. Right-hand dribble. Nembhard slows him down at the elbow. He calls for Porzingis to set a screen. He does. That frees Derek for three. Short front iron. And the rebound from Mathurin. And Drew Holiday just right on him in the backcourt. Oh, Mathurin has to work just to get it up. Gets to the offensive end where he pulls up, just launches three for no reason. And the rebound for Tatum. That's like that Jordan Poole one the other night when he just casually walked out, launched the three. Tatum, bounce entry for Jaylen Brown. Pulls up on Bruce Brown. Tough fall away is good. That's a lot of weight room work right there.
Wow. The too small. Mouse and house.
Every Celtic starter has scored. Bruce Brown drives. His runner is no good. Scramble for the rebound. Punched out of bounds. Looked like Jaylen touched it last. He did. It will stay with Indiana with the Celtics now leading 20-8. Boston has scored 20 points in 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
The movement on the defensive end really good. Offensively, getting where they want to go. Now, Neesmith comes in, looks a little heavier right now in the upper body.
Well, they got weight rooms out there, too.
They got a lot of stuff out there.
Nembhard inbound to Miles Turner. Turner bumps to Porzingis, turns back to his right. High arcing flip shot is good. He had to change the angle to beat Porzingis, and he did. 20-10. Boston with the lead. 5 minutes in. Drew Holiday, one dribble to his right. His three is right down the middle.
Boy, he's trying to get comfortable. That should be scary.
He is 3 for 3. Celtics by 13, their largest lead. Nembhard goes the distance. Misses the first shot, but an offensive rebound. Turner, nobody boxed out, but you almost don't mind because 3 guys were attacking the first shooter. 23-12. Tatum dribbling low, overruns his dribble. Did Holiday save the turnover? He did, knocking it off Neesmith out of bounds. As Al Horford and Sam Hauser will check in. How about Kevin Durant not boxing out? Everyone's talking about the steal, that he couldn't hold on to the ball in the last play, but he didn't box out Wemby. And that's how they got the 2 points to get them where they
How
won.
about a timeout by them to advance the basketball? Frank Vogel, come on.
Sam Hauser lobs the side of the bounce, inside to the Porzingis. Guarded by Neesmith. Hands to Drew Holiday, who comes to get it. Holiday against Neesmith. Left-hand dribble drive. He whips it to the cutter. He basically hit Al in the face with it. He threw it so hard to him as he was cutting. Off the turnover. Brown drives the other way, but Al Horford steps in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds, lies again, trying to steal the ball, and everybody's on to him. He won't stay with Indiana.
You want to call timeout to challenge, Sean?
I wouldn't try. I would trust Al on 99 point. Every other thing in the world, Al would tell me I believe him except on an out-of-bounds call. It's like the kids I had in the car last night. Oh, I've only had one piece of candy. Really? Then why there are 8 empty wrappers in the backseat of my car? Swung to Bruce Brown. Right side 3 is good. And that gets Indiana within 9. 23-14. Midway through the first. Porzingis fakes the handoff back to Jaylen Brown. You can see the whole floor, obviously, with that height advantage. Hanson through Holiday. Holiday skip pass in the corner. Al, long jumper, foot on the line. Long 2 is no good. And the rebound for Brown. Neesmith, stop and start, drives around Jaylen, gets in close, scoring the foul. Jaylen thought he could let him go by and then block the shot, but Neesmith was too quick.
Neesmith was there almost to dunk that basketball by the time he got to him.
So Neesmith trying to make a 7-0 Indiana run and cut this thing to 6.
I see, if you're Indiana, what you're trying to do is survive the first quarter.
Neesmith misses the free throw. 23-16, Boston by a touchdown. 5:40 to go in the first quarter. Left-hand dribble, Jaylen Brown, lob for Porzingis. He got a hand on it. It comes down to him. He's able to save the possession, kicking out to Al Horford for 3.
Okay, that was interesting. And I got him Porzingis under the basket.
What do you do when everybody can shoot threes? Kick back out to Miles Turner. Holiday went for the steal, didn't get it. Turner attacks Porzingis. Off the glass, no good, but offensive rebound. Neesmith on the weak side, and crashes crashing. And it's 26-18. Turnover. Holiday's pass deflected. Pacers have the steal. But Neesmith dribbles it off his own foot. He's got it back. Buddy Hield in the game for the first time for Indiana. Set the single-season three-point record for the Pacers last year. Nembhard, step back, 12 feet on Jaylen Brown, knocks down the jumper. He hesitated a little bit. He knocks down the shot that forces Joe Mazzulla to call the timeout. So a 10-3 run for the Pacers, and they're right back in at 4:49 to go. Opening quarter at the Garden. Boston 26, Indiana 20 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
For some, today is an ordinary day. But for you, today could be the day you try a new McDonald's sauce for the first time. Maybe you'll dip a McCrispy sandwich into McDonald's Mambo sauce. Maybe you'll spread sweet and spicy jam onto your sausage egg McMuffin. Maybe you'll dip a McNugget in both sauces. Any day you try McDonald's new sweet and spicy jam and Mambo sauce will be a special day, because their time in our famous sauce lineup is limited.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time while supplies last.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
For all the reasons to choose Bobcat equipment, work with Bobcat, and stick with Bobcat, here's the one that matters. Your Bobcat loader is more than a machine. It's bills paid, payroll met, and ambitions reached. It's the push you need when you're chasing success. So get a leg up with the ultimate loader lineup. Visit your local Bobcat dealer for more models, power, and innovation than ever before. It's one tough animal.
At KEH, we believe great camera gear should be accessible to all. With over 60,000 pre-owned items in stock from the most popular camera brands and up to 40% off retail, you can get your hands on the gear you want at a price you'll love. Affordable, sustainable, and backed by our free 180-day warranty. That's a purchase that's better for you and the planet. Together, we can make something that lasts. Visit KEH.com today.
Do you run a sports club or league? TeamSnap for Business provides an advanced suite of tools to simplify management of your organization, letting you focus on what matters: sports. Having rostering, scheduling, registration, and other tools in one place, you can grow your athletic programs while creating the best experience for staff, coaches, and members. Plus, experience our best-in-class customer support both during setup and throughout your seasons. Request a demo of TeamSnap for Business at teamsnap.com.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics lead down to 6, 26-20 with 4:49 to go in the first quarter. This little bench group with Neesmith and Buddy Hield coming off the bench for Indiana, doing some damage. Celtics with Holiday, Hauser, Brown, Porzingis, and Horford, the 5 on the floor. Sam Hauser off to a rough start, including the preseason. Jaylen Brown against Neesmith. Works him, turns to his left, fades and hits. He got him leaning the wrong way.
That's him playing against a guy so much in practice.
Dribbling behind his back, exposing the ball was Nembhard, but he's got it back. Turner, hands to Hield. Drew Holiday is just blasting through screens to chase dudes here. Entry to Turner against Porzingis, left baseline extended. 3 dribbles, now 4 for Turner. Turns, fades, high arcing shot, no good. Porzingis completely altered that shot. 4 for the rebound, outlet for Hauser up the right side. Hauser, handoff to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen is really locked in right now against Nembhard. Bumps into the mid-block, drives in deep, flips it with the right hand, air ball. It's off balance. And here comes Bruce Brown. Attacks Hauser and draws the foul.
Hauser standing there waiting. Thing you have to do sometimes when guys are coming towards you, you attack them. Guys are almost afraid these days to attack somebody on the defensive end.
They just put the foul on Jaylen Brown when it was Hauser and Porzingis down there, and that's significant because if that stands, that's the second on Jaylen.
Well, now they just
they just corrected it. But it's Porzingis, not Hauser. As Bruce Brown, Dorchester native, at the free throw line. His bag included $45 million over 2 years after winning that championship.
Nice deal for him. Great deal for him.
28-21. As Brown gets 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 7-point Boston lead. 3:39 to go in the first. Peyton Pritchard. First entry against T.J. McConnell. That's the Spider-Man doppelganger right there. Porzingis cross-court to Pritchard. And away from the ball this time. Neesmith slows down Porzingis and picks up the foul away from the ball.
The Indiana foul is on number 23.
If you think of that position there, if you Porzingis should be posting up under the basket against Neesmith. Now he comes out of the game. Take advantage of that height.
So now Isaiah Jackson will get the call a little earlier than normal because Jalen Smith is out. Tatum back in the game pretty early with 3:29 to go in the first. Horford, Anderson Tatum, baseline extended against T.J. McConnell. McConnell holding his ground on Tatum, who muscles through, draws the contact, and then banks it in. That's not fair.
That was strength, man. I mean, the fact he was able to get that ball, bring it up as the defender was bumping into him, and then kissing it off the window. Boy, he's been lifting.
Well, you know he's got Paul Pierce as his personal workout coach. Can't underestimate that. 3-point play for Tatum. And the Celtics have a double-digit lead back, 31-21. Tatum's got 7. McConnell in the backcourt. Harassed by Pritchard. Beats him with the left-hand dribble to get across half court. Looking for Hauser. Finds him. Turns the corner. The free throw line. McConnell kick out. Buddy Hield. Good look at a 3. Rims out. Rebound Horford, but this is staying here as Isaiah Jackson is able to draw a loose ball foul. It's on Hauser.
Last year, Hauser on the Hauser hunt wasn't picking up a lot of fouls. This year, Hauser's been in position, and they've been hunting him, and they've been successful in helping making them draw fouls.
Hauser literally led the league in individual defensive rating last year, which is a number you can manipulate, but there was a little something to it. McConnell falling away, harassed by Al Horford, who reaches in and knocks the ball away and has the steal. Here comes Horford into the offensive end. His lead was deflected by McConnell, but saved by Hauser. Kick out Pritchard, swung to Tatum, deep on the right side against his old buddy Aaron Neesmith. Tatum dribbling between his legs, spins left, right, fading, free throw line, money. Not fair.
Got him on the highlight reel.
Celtics by 12. Tatum is 3 for 3. Holiday's 3 for 3. Celtics shooting 77% again in this first quarter. 13 of 17. Buddy Hield gets deep in the paint, runs to the corner, and then enters it to Jackson, who spins it up and in with a right fingertip. 33-23. And Pacers coming here shooting 52%. They got 23 on the board in 10 minutes, and take that. They're still down by 10. Now they're down by 13. Why? Because Derek White just fired up a quick three before the Pacers gets in. Celtics are 6 of 9 from distance in the first 10 minutes. McConnell, right-hand dribble. Fades over Hauser and hits.
He has been doing that, but since he's come this league. Find that small little bunny. He's able to knock it down.
He was very good in that playoff series in 2018 against the Sixers. After Rozier had the big series against Milwaukee. Tatum drives, spins in McConnell, and draws a second foul on McConnell.
Well, they give him 2 shots here. That's going to be the question.
It won't matter because the Pacers are over the limit.
Actually, they weren't. They just said 4.
Oh, no, yeah. They kept the number on 4. So that's what they're discussing. So, no, we're going side out of bounds. So, no, those of you that were waiting for the 8 o'clock legal ID, you're going to have to wait a little longer because we don't have free throws now. I know everyone's excited about it. Of course, I had time to do it right there instead of being a smartass, but they haven't handed the ball to Tatum yet.
Wow, you're so observant.
It's worked really well for me throughout the course of my life. Inbound to Al Horford. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Tatum looking for an opening. Zips it back left side. Bad pass. Pritchard able to save it. Pritchard right-hand dribble on Nembhard. He draws a second man. He's able to kick out to Tatum. Knifes through 2 guys. Finds Hauser sliding into the corner, and his three is good.
Now, that's the Hauser we know and that they love.
First of the night for Hauser, 39-25. Celtics have their largest lead, up by 14 here. Nesmith steps to his right. His three is no good. Long rebound. Al Horford's got it. It's not been a bad offensive quarter for Indiana, but they're just getting decimated. Torn apart. Celtics shooting 79% from the floor, 7 of 10 from 3. But Horford just wrestling with Mathurin in the paint. Instead, Pritchard going to drive, scoop it with a left hand and miss. Rebound, Horford steals another one and gets fouled. And that will put Indiana over the limit. And so we will take 10 seconds for station identification on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
WBCFM HD1 from the Town Fair Tire Studios, the home of the Patriots, the Celts, the Revs, and the Bruins. Boston's home for sports is 98.5, the Sports Hub.
Grandy and Max in a sold-out TD Garden, and I told you Milwaukee wasn't going to be down by 20 for long. Now they're down by 25. That's crazy. 59-34 Toronto. And everybody playing for Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, like I said, they had those couple of had 2 games that you looked at and went, ooh, is this another one when they played against Atlanta?
And, you know, they could have lost to the Sixers on opening night. That would, you know, Lillard saved them in the fourth quarter. Al bounces in the free throws, and the Celtics have a 40-point first quarter for the second consecutive game. 41-25. Oh, they've done nothing to quell the enthusiasm around here. Nembhard on the Hauser hunt. Spins back to his left, elevates at 12 feet, knocks down the jumper.
Oh, I like this kid. He gets kind of where he wants to go.
Nembhard getting the start for Halliburton, has 6 on 3 of 6 shooting. Here's Tatum driving on Mathurin, fumbles the basketball as he tried to knock it around Mathurin. Pacers coming the other way. Now they've got the 2 for 1, but Hauser closes on heel, so he'll back it out as we go into 24 seconds. Escape dribble by Mathurin, up top, Horford waiting for him. Finds Nembhard, shot clock at 6. Nembhard with Horford waiting for him, steps back into a 3, no good. Rebound Derek White, 6 seconds. Derek White, right side of the floor against Buddy Hield. He's going to pull up, shoot the 3, and beat the buzzer.
Ooh, that hurts. That'll leave a mark.
The Celtics went into Washington Monday night and dropped 42 in the first quarter. 1 game later, they top it. End of 1 at the Garden. Boston 44. Indiana 27 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in 1 trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Ew, Gotta get rid of this old Backstreet Boys t-shirt.
Tell me why.
Because it stinks, boys.
Tell me why.
I've washed it so many times, but the odor won't come out.
Tell me why.
No, you tell me why I can't get rid of this odor.
Have you tried Downy Rinse and Refresh? It doesn't just cover up odors, it helps remove them.
Wow, it worked, guys.
Yeah.
Downy Rinse and Refresh removes more odor in one wash than the leading value detergent in 3 washes. Find it wherever you buy laundry products.
At Spring Free Trampoline, we inspire joyful moments with peace of mind. Surprise the children in your life with a gift that will spark joy for years to come. Save up to 35% off our wide assortment of trampolines. To shop our early Black Friday sale, visit us online or find a local dealer at springfreetrampoline.com.
At KEH, we believe great camera gear should be accessible to all. With over 60,000 pre-owned items in stock from the most popular camera brands and up to 40% off retail, you can get your hands on the gear you want at a price you'll love. Affordable, sustainable, and backed by our free 180-day warranty. That's a purchase that's better for you and the planet. Together, we can make something that lasts. Visit KEH.com today.
Tucker and Rich, morning 6 to 10 on the Sports Hub.
The Celtics score 40-plus points for the second consecutive first quarter. I'm trying to do the math on these ridiculous shooting numbers. What is anybody going to do to stop this?
That's pretty good, Sean. I'm going to think about that for a minute. I think you put enough pressure on the basketball, but, man, too many offensive weapons. I mean, you stop one, you open up for somebody else.
Second quarter underway. Entered Isaiah Jackson. Kick back to Nembhard. Plenty of time to shoot a 3, and he knocks it down. So we're at 44-30. Celtics by 14 early in the second quarter.
Well, he's been good.
So getting the start if you're just joining us for Halliburton. Nembhard's up to 9. Pritchard, Tatum, White, Hauser, Horford. 5 on the floor for the Celtics here. 6 on the shot clock for Tatum against Buddy Hield. Steps to his left, forces a tough 3. He's looking for contact. Wow. It's no good, but Horford steals the rebound. It never hit the rim, so as his putback was blocked, it's a shot clock violation.
Man, active. Boy, Big Al is active today. I mean, he's getting almost every possession doing exactly what he wants.
So in the 2 first quarters, if you combine them against the Wizards and Pacers, Celtics have outscored them 86-46. Toppin hustles for a loose ball, just shovels it back into the middle of the floor where Hauser comes up with it. Pritchard, offensive end, finds Tatum, who drives strong, and Mathurin just hooks him around the arm to give the foul and make Tatum earn it at the free throw line.
Boy, that's the way to get hurt, man. In that kind of position, they're just trying to take a shot, getting it up in the air like that. And when you're off balance, the easiest way to do is get hit like that. Tatum is saying something to the official like, man, he could have hurt me then.
Wait, think about those numbers if it was a half, those 2 first quarters combined. 86 points on 69% shooting and 12 of 19 from 3. As Tatum missed the first free throw.
Trying to do the math in my head real quick. It's not working.
Didn't you just tweet it out?
That didn't work.
I'm sorry, that was me. Tatum gets the free throw. 46-30.
Sean, I've told you, if I just think it.
It comes out. It's amazing.
You know, I've heard a guy say that.
I got to figure out your
No, I
Twitter
heard a
system.
guy say that one time.
Buddy Hield, offensive end. Pacers down by 16. They're hanging in. They can score 16 points quickly, especially with the way Nembhard's playing. Nembhard steps in on Pritchard. He misses a little photo, no good. Pritchard has the rebound. Nembhard's been really good here. Tatum strong down the right side. He got blocked by Jackson out of bounds.
Good job by Jackson. Able to get back and block that shot.
The young players they have integrated here. And Nembhard, Mathurin, Jalen Smith is a young player. Obi Toppin, obviously, just in his 3rd year. He's still a young player. And that's all in support of Halliburton. I assume we're going to see some Jarris Walker, the rookie out of Houston, at some point. Tatum under out of bounds for Hauser. He's closed down to the corner by Toppin, so brings it out of the wing to Al Horford. Tatum comes again against the smaller Mathurin. Tatum pounds him to the mid-block. Turns, fades with the elbow off the wrong foot, buddy. He's in a different world right now. Tatum's up to 13.
Man, he's shaking his head before he's even shooting the ball.
Boston's lead is 18. McConnell switches to the left hand, drives. Derek White stays with him the entire way. That's a tough shot by McConnell against that defense. Off the glass and in. How are you going to slow down this Celtics top six? Al Horford straight away. Finds Hauser cutting, and Buddy Hield has to give the foul.
Man, now that is something we don't say. Then you think about getting beat, then Sam Hauser beating you going back door. You had to be way behind defensively then.
And the two most infrequent visitors to the free throw line in the NBA last year were Al Horford, #1, and Sam Hauser, #2.
Do what you do, big fella. Do what you do.
His first free throw of the year is right down the middle.
I can't even imagine that. Having my first free throw, and the way I play with 4 games. You ever play 4 games? Like, I was getting one in the first minute, first couple of seconds of the first game.
A little pump fade.
Absolutely.
Hauser gets the free throws, 50-32. 18-point Boston lead. The Celtics are halfway to 100 in 14 minutes and 7 seconds. Mathurin lobs it into the front court. Shepard with the early entry, another Boston kid who we'll talk about. McConnell driving, reversed it off the glass, and he got the bounce. It sat in the front iron for a second. And McConnell's got a couple of those tough ones to go. Al Horford handed Derek White. Celtics by 16. White pulls up. Elbow jumper is good. It's like they're all locked in. It's just one-upsmanship right now.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you did yours. I did mine. Now I'm going to do mine again.
Pacers lose it out of bounds. Deflected by Pritchard. And early entry for O'Shea Brissett.
Are they challenging this?
They might be. Yeah. This is an out-of-bounds play, man. Joe's all over it. 9:04 to go in the first half. First green light special. Boston 52, Indiana 34 on BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Hear that music? It can only mean it's breakfast bagel time at McDonald's. Ah, the McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy folded egg, 2 slices of American cheese, plus your choice of a savory steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or breakfast sausage, all on a perfectly toasted bagel. It's bagel time. At participating McDonald's.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you fit a master's degree in business into your busy day. Your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. Achieve your goals with a plan and team behind you. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
With Instacart, you can get groceries and more delivered from over 1,000 stores and 75,000 locations. So whether you need a massive haul from a wholesale club, everyday essentials from your go-to supermarket, or specialty items from your favorite local grocer, you can get whatever you need delivered in as fast as an hour. You can even shop for pet supplies, electronics, and sporting goods in just a few clicks. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. $10 minimum per order. Additional terms apply.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 18 early in the second quarter, and a lot of drama over a out-of-bounds replay review that they still have not ruled upon. Ben Taylor about to let us know.
After review, the challenge has been deemed unsuccessful.
The call on the floor will stand as there is no conclusive evidence to show otherwise. Boston will not retain their challenge.
All right, Benny got through it. That was a little like downhill skier on the edge. He's no Zach Zarba yet. Zach will be. He'll give you the full explanation. He'll tell you how how the soup was made, all the directions, all the ingredients. Under out of bounds is Toppin, and Toppin floated it up. It was goaltended. Al's been very active, but he got there late this time.
Let's see that again.
Well, maybe you could challenge. Oh, no, the challenge is going.
You just used that challenge.
No, that's not a good. It was clearly going up, but we couldn't see, which is pretty much anything from where we sit, but it could have hit the glass before the block. Pritchard driving right baseline, nobody there in time. He switches to the left hand and scores. Pritchard got all the way to the rim before anybody reacted. 54-36. Celtics by 18. We're still early in the second. And we're going to call against the Celtics away from the ball. The Pacers have come into Boston. They're shooting 57% from the floor. They're on pace to score about 115 points, and they're down by 18.
Wow. Pritchard beat McConnell then the same way McConnell's been beating everybody else. Quick step going to the baseline. Use the left hand.
T.J. McConnell. Left-hand dribble, driving on Brissett, pulls up, and then there's a lob down low where Jackson stumbles in the paint, and then misses an awkward left-hand hook shot. And Tatum grabs his 5th rebound. Derek White drop for Tatum. He's got some room, so he attacks the paint, forces it up. No good. Gets a hand on his rebound and flips it out to an unoccupied wing, and it goes out of bounds.
About a little contact in as he went towards the hole.
But he was off balance, so he didn't get the call. McConnell lead, they deflected towards Jackson. A diving play by O'Shea Brissett to keep it away from his old team and put it in the hands of his new teammate, Jason Tatum. Celtics looking for a 20-point lead here. Early in the second quarter. Tatum against McConnell. Crossover drive off the window and in. And I'm going to suggest this McConnell and Tatum thing is not going to work out too well. Tatum's up to 15. 20-point lead, 56-36. Second straight game Celtics have had a lead this big in the first half. McConnell drives to the paint, kick to the wing, over the shoulder pass, deflected to Mathurin, who attacks, spins it off the glass and gets the roll.
And every basket that Indiana's getting right now is a challenge.
56-38. Derek White fouled on the reach in. That's Shepard, the rookie, playing his first meaningful minutes in the NBA. He played kind of 6 minutes of late game time. Porzingis and Jaylen Brown will return.
But what bad enough? Hold on a minute. Let me bring Porzingis back and let me bring Brown back. Hold on a minute.
Brown car. Whew. Tatum lobs it into Jaylen Brown against the rookie Shepard. Jaylen attacks, shoves him away with the elbow, misses the hook shot, and the rebound comes all the way out to McConnell. McConnell, lead for Mathurin. Mathurin will step back to the line in the corner. His three is no good, and the rebound for Jaylen. Push pass up the right side. Peyton Pritchard calls his own number, and that number would have been 3, but it rims out. Rebound, though, deflected right back to him. Takes 2 steps in, lays it in, and Rick Carlisle is done with the no boxing out.
Better doggone it that you're lucky than you're good, or vice versa. But if you have both going for you.
Second straight game. Celtics up by 20 in the first half. 7-11 to go, quarter number 2. Boston 58, Indiana 38 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
The share it with a friend deal. Even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
For a limited time, get a hot and juicy Bacon McDouble with Applewood smoked bacon, a classic McChicken, a flavorful hot and spicy McChicken, or other McDonald's faves. Mix and match any two for just $3.99.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price cannot be combined with combo meal.
There's a new flavor to love from Starbucks.
Smooth, buttery, caramel-flavored coffee for your Nespresso Virtuo machine. Now available at Target. Bring home rich, authentic flavor to savor any time of day. Made just the way you like.
Imagine this. You just got to the hotel and the whole family is ready to jump in that pool. But your sunscreen? Vanished. No sweat. Use Instacart to add SPF to cart and get delivery in as fast as 1 hour. Travel well with Instacart. Shop thousands of stores across the country to get what you need wherever you are. Visit instacart.com to get free delivery on your first 3 orders. Offer valid for a limited time. Minimum order $10. Additional terms apply. Instacart. Add life to cart.
Grand Canyon University, an affordable private Christian university, is one of the largest and fastest growing universities in the country, offering more than 270 programs online. In addition to federal grants and aid, GCU's online students received nearly $130 million in institutional scholarships in 2022. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Private, Christian, affordable. Visit gcu.edu/myoffer to see the scholarships you may qualify for.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
Celtics by 20, 58-38. Midway through quarter number 2 here at the Garden. It's a weird twist of fate. The Celtics will be playing a team from Indiana on a night that we have learned that basketball has lost Bobby Knight at the age of 83. The legendary coach in Indiana became the all-time wins leader when he was coaching at Texas Tech.
Boy, you'd hate to have him early. He really had fire in the ground.
They enter into Miles Turner. He misses in close, but the rebound deflected all the way out. TJ McConnell, Rick Carlisle's going on and on about O'Shea Brissett. It's an offensive rebounder earlier. Brown bricks a 3, but another offensive rebound. 2 for Indiana in this sequence. This one for Toppin. He will kick out to Buddy Hield, who will shoot from anywhere. A deep 3 is no good. They miss all 3 shots on that possession, and Peyton Pritchard the rebound. Jaylen Brown pull up in transition. 3 no good, and the Pacers have the rebound. Remains a 20-point game. Tiptoe in the baseline. Wow. McConnell falls away and hits again. That is the TJ McConnell basket of all time.
That is a tough shot.
58-40. In the paint, Drew Holiday puts it off the rim. It bounces twice on the right side of the rim and falls in good. And when it's your night, it's your night. He's 4 for 4. Celtics by 20. 60-40. Midway through the second. TJ McConnell. For Miles Turner. Turner, with Holiday pulling away, decides to take a 3, and he bricks it badly to the right. Holiday the rebound through the Leprechaun logo. Switches to the right hand. Turner waiting for him at the elbow. Holiday steps back into a 3. That bounces out. And the rebound for McConnell.
Yeah, I would like to find Porzingis in a couple of these plays.
Pacers will get crushed on the glass for the last 2 minutes. Toppin trail 3 is no good. And the rebound for Jaylen Brown. Indiana's 1 of 13 from distance. It's evening out. Remember how the first 2 Celtic opponents shot the 3 very well. Jaylen's free throw line jumper, swish. And Max, you let me know when the Pacers are going to challenge one of these shots.
Right now. Let's go. Rick Carlisle.
The coach is going to challenge his team for not challenging him. 62-40 as Rick Carlisle will call the timeout here. A 22-point Boston lead.
Well, the thing that you understand about basketball sometimes is that teams always say, oh, teams go on runs. Well, this isn't a run. This is a deluge. The way the Celtics are running up and down the floor, getting anything they want to, any shot they want to, has been one of the things that really makes everything really, really good. Find a buddy. The only thing I see that you're not doing right now is you're not finding Porzingis to get him involved in this game. Porzingis so far with 2 points in this game, and I think only 2 shot attempts. Saving them for later.
The other part of the Bobby Knight legacy we didn't get to was coaching the 1984 Olympic team. And he was one of the first to tell the world that one of the players on that team is going to be the best ever, a guy by the name of Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and the reason he said that, remember, he said because he competes on both ends of the floor better than anybody he'd ever seen. competes on the offensive end and the defensive end. How good did they make him when you think about as a player and the confidence it had to give to Michael Jordan as if he needed that. You know, I was surprised to see the other day playing Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
I was like, well, what? See, blocked the shot. I was like, from where?
Ball in the hands of Miles Turner, standing on the three-point line. Hand to Buddy Hield. Hield chased by O'Shea Brissett. Palms it with his left hand. Drives past Porzingis. We've seen a lot of guys go under the shoulder of Porzingis and then scoop it up and in. 62-42. Nasty stop and start by Jalen, but he misses the free throw. Rebound out of bounds off Brissett. Pacers trying to run, but the Celtics galloping back defensively. T.J. McConnell swings into the corner. Bruce Brown for Miles Turner will give and go, but Bruce Brown was covered by Drew Holiday, so Turner punches it back to T.J. McConnell. McConnell had an opening, didn't want to take the three. Instead, it's Neesmith against Pritchard. Tries to give and go with Brown. Brown instead is to put it to the floor. Bounce past McConnell. Final second of the shot clock. Free throw line jumper, no good. Rebound Holiday in the half court. The Pacers can't do anything. Pritchard, stop and start. Kick out of the wing. Jalen up fakes a three. Drives into traffic. Muscles it up with the right hand, no good. Got caught in between, but he gets his own rebound and just throws it back down with the right hand.
Trying to say he got fouled on that play then.
Celtics are a plus 13 on the glass here. 7 offensive rebound. Porzingis jumps the passing lane and comes up with the steal, but they're calling the foul. And a delay of game warning.
Is that how you get it? Is that how you get a delay of game?
Second team game has been issued for the Celtics.
I thought Porzingis had that steal. Ran to the passing lane. The wildebeest was on the run.
Bucks still down by 25 in the third quarter. That's all. Nembhard hounded by Pritchard. Buddy Hield, strong right-hand dribble drive, gets to the paint, but he misses, and Holiday has the rebound. Celtics by 22. Holiday jump pass for Brissett. Met at the rim by Miles Turner.
Never saw him.
Top shot blocker in the league the last couple of years. They swing it all the way to the right corner from Neesmith to Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield knocks down the three, one of the all-time leaders in NBA history. Continues to climb that list. He's in the top 30. 5 tonight, he will tie Dale Ellis on the all-time list. 64-45. Boston lead is 19.
Thank you.
And lob into Porzingis, who floats it up no good, but he got fouled by Buddy Hield, and that's what the Celtics were carving the Wizards up with the other night.
I guess I've been calling for that. Even Howie Sylvester, our engineer, keeps seeing me saying Porzingis, wide open. Sometimes you don't utilize those things as much as you can. I mean, you start looking out there on the floor and you said, the height disparity out there. Porzingis is looking over everybody, getting the ball in the paint. Now, you shoot the ball well, obviously, but I would love to feed. When your big dog is running, you got to feed him or he won't come home.
Nets are down 12 at Miami. The Nets will play in Chicago on Friday night and then host the Celtics in a back-to-back at Barclays Center on Saturday. Porzingis gets the free throw. 66-45, Boston by 21. 3:27 to go in the first half. Nembhard, long lead into the right corner. Neesmith thinking about it. Porzingis blocked out the sun. Then he had to swing it back to Neesmith. This time Porzingis was away from him, but he knocks down the three. Smart little back and forth passing, but Derek White gets open on the other end to the three. Porzingis had a chance for a big-time offensive rebound highlight, but didn't get it in his hand to dunk it properly. Bounce pass lead for Bruce Brown. His three is no good. And the rebound on the weak side for Jalen Brown. Boston by 18 on the ball. 2:55 to go first half. Jalen, left-hand dribble in the paint, falling away mid-block. Shot is no good. Offensive rebound. Porzingis got a hand on it, but it comes down to Nembhard. Nembhard will lead it up the left side. Waiting. Neesmith, three, way short. And a rebound for Drew Holiday, and he gets it away to Tatum. Nembhard has shot it okay. He's got 9. No Pacers in double figures. They're down to 3 of 17 from 3. Tatum dribbling between his legs against Buddy Hield. Step back, contested three, bounces out, but that's going to be 3 free throws for Tatum as Buddy Hield just walks away.
But Hield hit him on the arm as he released that basketball. Let me see. You know what almost happened there? Did he almost step on his foot?
A little bit.
And
now, that's what they're going to look at.
Yeah, it might be looking at as that flagrant thing that I talked about before.
Going to review the play to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
We get in Tatum's landing space because there was no contact on the elbow.
Yeah, Howie, I've grown up in front of your eyes, haven't I? I actually know the game now. I always just looked at me, Sean, like this. Our engineer going, how'd you get that?
Howie Engineering was the producer when Cedric Maxwell became a part of the NBA broadcasting family with our good friend Spencer Ross. And as we had discussed, he received a tough love critique from the great Marty Glickman early in those early days.
Watch this. I am here, and he is not.
Marty wanted everybody to be better than he was. That's why he had this long list of proteges.
After review, the play has been deemed a common foul. Jason Tatum will go to the line for 3 free throws.
81 seconds of Max's life he will never get back.
How is it a common foul if I step on your foot when I shoot the jump shot? I mean, that's the play I told you before in New York. I think the Celtics could have lost the game in New York last week when Jason Tatum, not Tatum, but Brown, ran over the three-point shooter. He knocked down the three, but he went under his foot. And they did call it. I was surprised that they didn't even look at that.
Whereas they did call the new embellishment one on Jalen Brunson in that game, which they admitted later they got wrong. Because he had landed on the foot of Tatum.
You know, the thing that when you put a rule in sometimes, what they start to do is they start to look around and they start to say, man, let's try to make sure we get that play, the play we've been talking about. And if it's close, they'll go, oh, okay, that looks like that fit the bill.
And you know this because you are diligently on those preseason Zooms with the officials.
No, because I know when you're up there, you're going to be telling me about it, and then they don't call it again. You'll be like, but I said, oh,
so I've grown up to be the guy that does your homework, essentially.
Homework? No.
Free throws good for Tatum. All three of them, 69-48. Tatum's up to 18. The Celtics have 4 guys in double figures. The Pacers have none. Don't see that very often. Nesmith drives past Porzingis, reverses it up and in. I'll say this about Aaron Nesmith, who've always loved as a guy. His confidence right now is sky high.
Yeah.
Funny what happens when someone gives you 8 figures a year. Tatum against Nesmith. Game within the game here. Dribbles behind his back, steps back at the left elbow. No good. Trying to put him on his highlight reel. Turner has the rebound. Indiana with the ball down 19. Devlard. Kick out for Mathurin that Jaylen Brown was waiting for him. Bounce entry out of the paint. Turner rises to the contact with Derek White. No good. That's great defense by Derek White. Celtics have the rebound, a 19-point lead, and the ball with 1:34 to go in the first half. Drew Holiday for Porzingis. Sent shot 3.
Nice. And that was a pick set by Tatum, so Porzingis could step out and get the 3.
Lead is 22 again. Nembhard in deep. Porzingis waiting, taking the rim away. Handoff. Mathurin comes down the right side, and we got an offensive foul called against Indiana, clearing that path. Looks like Turner.
On top of that, that was a blocked shot. Derek White got that.
Yeah, he did. Whew. Derek White having this little game within the game contest with Drew Holiday about shot blocks. So who's going to get the most? Remember, Drew Holiday, a great defender, but it's Derek White who led the league among guards and blocked shots a year ago. Tatum has it straight away, but Brown's going to get called the other way.
You always got to be careful. If one team gets a call against them, make sure you don't amplify it by just letting another one happen the same way.
Nembhard behind the Turner screen. Stop and start. Derek White just waiting for him. Bounce pass to the corner. Nesmith has the baseline thought taken away by Jaylen Brown as he slides his feet. But they're calling Jaylen for his 3rd foul here. With 54 seconds to go in the first half. You're not going to challenge it anyway, but the Celtics have used their challenge, and they're saying Jaylen was late to get there.
Let me see this. Oh, no, that's a bad call. Jaylen just slid his feet over there. And Nesmith was the one created contact, but you're not going to get him out of the game if he has 3?
Apparently not.
Wow. Okay.
Mathurin down the right side. Porzingis again waiting for him. So Mathurin dribbles to the corner. Now starts his drive again. Gets a little pick from Turner. Flies by Porzingis and lays it in. 72-52. 2 for 1 here for the Celtics with 42 seconds to go in the first quarter. Celtics led by 17 after 1. They're up by 20 right now. Tatum dribbles between his legs, step back 3, money. Another level right now. 21 points, 7 rebounds in the first half for Tatum. Celtics by 23. Neesmith drives, kick to the corner. Turner touches it to Nembhard, who floats it up and in with the right hand, getting to about 12 feet. 75-54. Shot clock and game clock basically match as we count it down. Jalen dribbling right hand, left hand. 10 on the shot clock, 11 on the game clock. Jalen deep on the left side. Handoff, Tatum. A hot hand. Tatum, 2 seconds. Tatum to his left. Fall away, floats up a deep 3, and not a good shot. Celtics waited too long. Outside the first half will come to an end. Celtics shoot 54%, 10 of 17 on 3, and they'll take a 21-point lead to the locker room. Coming up, Joe Murray will run you through all the scores from around the NBA. Milwaukee taking it on the chin again so far tonight at Toronto. Of course, Game 5 of the World Series. Texas Rangers going for the closeout in the basketball world, mourning the loss of Bobby Knight earlier today. Our score at halftime, Boston 75, Indiana 54. On the BetMGM 98.5 Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
There are some things employees love hearing.
Congrats. Nice presentation.
Enjoy your vacation, Jack.
Hey, there's food in the kitchen. Here's something else they'll love. At Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, a Point 32 health company, we offer benefits that empower employees to live healthier lives. From virtual care to digital tools that encourage healthy living, we've designed our plans with innovative and inclusive benefits that meet the needs of every workforce, giving people what they truly value. It's how we take healthcare personally.
It's no secret that when someone stinks, it's all you remember about them.
Oh, is that you? Oh, no. Not now. Don't worry. I got you. Try this. And it's by Secret? Yeah, Secret aluminum-free deodorant. It gets rid of those stinky PU pits instead of covering them up. Just wipe and you're fresh all day. Secret actually works, even aluminum-free.
Don't let be what people remember. Get your Secret in sticks or sprays.
Since 1872, Yellowstone Bourbon has shared a spirit with our national parks because it's crafted for the benefit and enjoyment of the people. All people. So no matter who you are or where you're from, the park is never more than a pour away. Visit YellowstoneBourbon.com to find it near you. Yellowstone, bourbon for all. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright Yellowstone Select Bourbon, 93 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky. The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Tatum back in the game pretty early with 3:29 to go in the first. Horford handles to Tatum, baseline extended against T.J. McConnell. McConnell holding his ground on Tatum, who muscles through, draws the contact, and then banks it in. That's not fair.
That was strength, man. I mean, the fact he was able to get that ball, bring it up as the defender was bumping into him, and then kissing it off the window. Boy, he's been lifting.
All right, welcome into Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray. Woo, Celtics were up 17, and now, 21 points at the half, 75-54. They have been rolling teams specifically in the first quarter. And as you heard in the highlight there, Jason Tatum with a big first half, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. 7 of 8 from the free throw line, 2 for 4 from downtown. He's 6 of 12 from the field. He's played 17 minutes on the night. He had a really good night. He's actually got off to a really good start this season, and no one can really defend him. He's a plus 24 for the first half in this one for the Green. Also, Derek White getting in on the action in this one as well.
Derek White, right side of the floor against Buddy Hield. He's going to pull up, shoot the three, and beat the buzzer.
Ooh, that hurts. That leaves a mark.
The Celtics went into Washington Monday night and dropped 42 in the first quarter. One game later, they top it. End of one at the Garden. Boston 44, Indiana 27.
Derek White, a big part of those first quarters for the Celtics. He's got 13 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. He went 3 for 5 from downtown. He's shooting 5 of 7 from the field in 17 minutes of work. And yeah, I'll call him the best backcourt in the NBA between Derek White and Drew Holiday. He has 10 points so far in the first half.
Boston with the lead, 5 minutes in. Drew Holiday, one dribble to his right, and his three is right down the middle.
Well, he's trying to get comfortable. That should be scary.
He is 3 for 3. Celtics by 13, their largest lead.
Yeah, Drew Holiday right now, 4 for 5 from the field, 2 for 2 from downtown. He's got 4 rebounds and assists. He had a block in this one as well. He's got 10 points, and again, playing excellent defense, trying to find a role in the Celtics offense. A quiet first half for Kristaps Porzingis, who played 16 minutes. He's got 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. He's 2 for 2 from the foul line. Does have a 3 so far in this one. We'll see if he even needs to play in the second half based off the big lead that the Green have. And the bench, 14 points so far in this one. Al Horford, he's 11 minutes off the bench, the leader right now with 5 points. Went 1 for 3 from the field, did hit a 3. He has his 4 rebounds off the bench. And Sam Hauser starting to get going. He hit a big 3 in this one. He's got 5 points in 10 minutes of work with a steal. And O'Shea Brissett against his former team. He got 6 minutes in this one. He does have a shot and a steal so far as well. And Peyton Pritchard got it going. Held scoreless in the last game, but here he is now, 12 minutes tonight, 2 of 4 from the field, and helping out with a plus 14 off the bench. So get your Sports Hub headlines coming up in a little bit. Celtics, they lead this one right now, 75-54. Let's see if they can close the door and let the bench play in the second half. Get your headlines coming up after this. It has been Celtics halftime. I'm Joe Murray on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
It's no secret that when someone stinks, it's all you remember about them.
Oh, is that you?
Oh, no. Not now.
Don't worry. I got you. Try this.
And it's by Secret?
Yeah, Secret aluminum-free deodorant. It gets rid of those stinky PU pits instead of covering them up. Just swipe and you're fresh all day. Secret actually works, even aluminum-free.
Don't let be what people remember. Get your Secret in sticks or sprays.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Tick tock, tick tock. Before you know it, the end of the year will be here. So remember to use your vision benefits before they expire. Schedule eye exams today for the whole family by visiting pearlvision.com. Pearl Vision will cover the cost of your insurance copay or eye exam. Plus, they accept all major vision plans, including iMed. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. Ends 12/31/23. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
For some, today is an ordinary day. But for you, today could be the day you try a new McDonald's sauce for the first time. Maybe you'll dip a McCrispy sandwich into McDonald's Mambo sauce. Maybe you'll spread sweet and spicy jam onto your sausage egg McMuffin. Maybe you'll dip a McNugget in both sauces. Any day you try McDonald's new sweet and spicy jam and Mambo sauce will be a special day, because their time in our famous sauce lineup is limited.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time while supplies last.
You were sure about opening your small business.
Yes, I was. I finally put my thoughts
into action.
So what do you think?
Well, there are some things I'm still not sure about.
Like?
Payroll, benefits.
Luckily, we're sure we can help. Sure Payroll is your online payroll and benefits partner. A team of experts in labor law, tax regulations, and HR. And all of our payroll services are backed by our 100% guarantee. Our online payroll is easy to set up, fast to learn, and runs from your computer or smartphone in minutes. Best of all, we have live US-based support, so you can get help when you need it via chat, email, or phone. And for a limited time, you can get up to 6 months of Sure Payroll for free.
Sure sounds great. What did you say the website is?
I didn't. It's surepayroll.com. Sure Payroll, your partner for sure success. Visit surepayroll.com today. That's surepayroll.com.
Connect with Boston's home for sports online. 98.5 thesportshub.com. Sports Hub headlines.
All right, this scoreboard from around the league is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the guaranteed lowest prices on tires, go to Town Fair Tire because nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody right now. Detroit is an 84-83 lead after 3 quarters over Portland. Milwaukee is down 81-64 to Toronto. 4:50 to go in the third quarter in that one. And just another game to let you know about the World Series underway. No score between the Rangers and the Arizona Diamondbacks. And legendary Indiana basketball coach Bobby Knight has passed away at the age of 83. Headlines, they are brought to you by Valvoline. It's an oil change. Football season's here. It's time to get your car ready for the colder days ahead. Visit NewEnglandOilChange.com for 20% off your next service at Valvoline Instant Oil Change. The Celtics have a 75-54 lead in Grandy and Max. They'll have the second half for you next on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network. I'm Joe Mark.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look like that? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects, but there's an easier way. Thumbtack is the app that makes it easier to care for your home. Pull out your phone, and in just a few taps, search, chat, and book highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Download Thumbtack and start caring for your home the easier way.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Eating is an emotional experience, which is why managing your weight needs to be a psychological one. Noom uses science and personalization to help you manage your weight for the long term. Their psychology-based approach helps you build better habits and behaviors that are easier to maintain. The best part? You decide how Noom fits into your life, not the other way around. Sign up for your trial today at Noom.com. That's NOOM.com to sign up for your trial today.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
The Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
Is reliving the green.
What a pass by DJ! 42 for Paul Pierce! A three-pointer for Danny Ainge! KG is locked and loaded tonight. What a play by Bird!
A look back at this date in Celtics history.
Now we're ready to go. Marcus Smart has it. Side out of bounds with 4.7 to go in a tie game. Smart lobs it into Tatum. Tatum, 3 seconds to go. Tatum fall away in the corner. Go. Got it! Jason Tatum, a killer with 1.3 to go. No timeouts. Long lead ahead of the field. Knocked away by Grant Williams, and the Celtics have won the ballgame. First game winner for Jason Tatum 4 years ago tonight here at the Garden over New York. That was part of the 10-game win streak, but the Celtics lost opening night in Philadelphia. The Kemba Walker debut when he didn't play well. Then they won 10 in a row. Had the best record in the NBA for a while. And that was the season in which the Celtics defied all expectations and were playing really, really well. And then the world ended. And the season finished inside the Orlando bubble. Which came banner 17 for the Lakers. Evening things up. And it's not the craziest scenario, by the way, on November 1st. To talk about the possibility. I mean, a Celtic-Laker final is in the conversation because the Lakers are towards the top of the Western Conference, certainly in perception. Where are the Clippers, though? That's the question now after they have one of the most dominant teams ever put together for 5 years ago with George and Leonard and Westbrook and Harden back together again. Third time, by the way, Westbrook and Harden have been together.
Aren't they also saying in this, I think I read this, the Clippers have beat the Lakers 11 times in a row?
That's right. They've dominated. Since LeBron went to the Lakers, the Clippers have dominated that series. Second half begins with Nembhard driving, getting fouled by Porzingis. Celtics lead by 21 as we go to the third quarter. Remember, Monday night, Celtics had the big lead all night, built it up to 37 in Washington, and then when the bench came in, it didn't really get dicey, but it was not a good 14, 15 minutes to finish the game. This free throw miss here for Nembhard.
That was the thing that if there was something to nitpick about, that was it. That the way the bench played in Washington in that last maybe 8 minutes or so.
Now, remember, the bench was not designed to play completely with each other.
Right, I understand that.
1 of 2 free throws, Boston by 20. Porzingis has it, and there's an offensive foul, push-off.
Porzingis?
Yeah, on Turner trying to get free.
If you're Porzingis, you should never get that foul.
Well, they've given the foul to Derek White. Running by Nembhard is no good. Holiday has the rebound, 75-55. Holiday lost his dribble, nearly lost the basketball, and was able to get it back. Bounce pass to Tatum, who drives and gets fouled smartly at the rim by Toppins. And Tatum starting to pile up the free throws. The free throw attempts are down to about 4 per game in the very small sample size through the first 3, but he's about to get his 9th and 10th free throw attempts of the game, which is 5 more than the entire Pacer team.
Here's another thing that happens when you're out on the floor now with a guy like Porzingis. The dance floor becomes really open because the center can't lag back behind now and take away those passing lanes. And when you throw the ball to the middle, the center is out with Porzingis. Normally becomes a true one-on-one. If you beat your man, you're already at the hoop.
The Pacers have played the Celtics as well as anybody over this last dominant year and a half. But tonight, Celtics by 22 after the Tatum free throw. 77-55. Bruce Brown. For Nembhard, deep 3 is no good. The weak side rebound is the 8th for Tatum. He's going to have a double-double in about 2 minutes here. Tatum picks up speed, coming downhill with Turner waiting at the rim. So Tatum backs it out into the right corner. Tatum dribbling between his legs, steps back, right corner 3 is good. This is a different level of NBA that Jason Tatum is operating at right now. He does not have a lot of company. 80-55. Missed 3 by Mathurin, rebounded by Drew Holiday.
Timeout coming, the Celtics score.
Yeah, to say what? Right-hand dribble, Drew Holiday, handoff, Porzingis, 2-hand slam for Carlisle. Calmly wanders over to Derek Richardson and said, I'd like a timeout now if I could.
When you see the deluge coming like this, you see all the baskets coming, and this one's so easy. That makes the timeout come quick.
10:33 to go, third quarter. Boston 82, Indiana 55 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on stuff you really need and stuff you bought for fun. Stuff you've always really wanted this holiday at Amazon. Stuff that is discounted if you're naughty or you're nice. Stuff to buy your grandma who drinks her Chardonnay with ice. Stuff to make you big and strong. Stuff we can't name in this song. Stuff for lawns and decking halls. Save big on stuff at Amazon. Stuff.
The Honda Ridgeline, Passport, and Pilot are in a league of their own when it comes to rugged capability. Their relentless power and versatility make these vehicles the ultimate challengers for exhilarating adventures and formidable terrain. But it's not just performance that makes these cars special. It's the unwavering determination that inspires everything we do. That's why we're KBB.com's best value brand of 2023.
Available all-wheel drive on Pilot based on 2023 brand image awards from Kelly Blue Book. Visit KBB.com for more information.
Hear that music? It can only mean it's breakfast bagel time at McDonald's. Ah, the McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy folded egg, 2 slices of American cheese, plus your choice of a savory steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or breakfast sausage, all on a perfectly toasted bagel. It's bagel time at participating McDonald's.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Listen live. Check out our podcast with the 98.5 The Sports Hub app.
19,156. Another sellout crowd to see another dominant performance by the Celtics, up 27 early in the third. Attendance brought to you by Ticketmaster. Join the crowd and excitement of the future Celtics game by ordering your tickets at Ticketmaster.com. Celtics over with 5-7 on the road. The first homestand does not really begin until the Celtics return home a week from Friday. We'll have Nets, Raptors, and Knicks. Get that in-season tournament rolling. New courts for all the teams. That's how you'll know on TV when you're watching.
That's how you know the league has a lot of money. You know.
Nembhard, step back, right corner, off bounds, free, no good. Derek White gets the rebound. He got fouled twice getting it, but we're going to let both of them go. Derek White picks up his dribble, lobs it for Porzingis, can't handle it, and the Celtics turn it over.
Let Porzingis set his feet. And they're doing, this is a concerted effort right now to get the ball to Porzingis.
Turner, hand to Obi Toppin. He's been really quiet tonight. Throws a bounce pass to the far corner. Bruce Brown flips it over Derek White. Tough shot, no good. Derek White's defense. He and Drew Holiday are pushing each other to a different place.
Another rebound there by Tatum.
Yeah, there's number 9. Jaylen Brown spinning, contested, fall away from the baseline, swish on Mathurin. 9 straight for the Celtics. Looking for their second consecutive 30-point lead. Long lead pass for Mathurin. And it looked like he stepped out of bounds, but they're giving this ball to Indiana. I think they... Well, what's Ben Taylor calling here?
I have no idea. There's a travel. He lost the ball. He caught it. Came down with the basketball. I don't know what that was. As the great Howard David, my broadcast partner, said one time, Max, we have to know everything. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't get that memo.
Nembhard will trigger the under out of bounds. Into the corner, Buddy Hield, pressure by Derek White. Hand off to Turner. Turner against Porzingis. Draws a double team, is able to kick out. You got to be an open man somewhere. It's Nembhard, left side 3, front iron, no good. Rebound, Drew Holiday. He stopped Tatum from getting that double-double by stepping in front of him. Holiday steps back behind the line and knocks down another 3. Holiday is 5 of 6. White is 5 of 7. Tatum is 7 of 13. Celtics shooting 58%, and there is your second consecutive 30-point lead. 87-55.
They're getting so comfortable trying to play together.
Bounce pass for Turner, who scoops it up into the right hand. Good feed from Buddy Hield. Ends the 12-0 Boston run. Lead is 30, 87-57. Turn to the corner. Jalen, finger roll with the right hand is good. He beat Nembhard. Jalen's been really under control here these last couple of games. He has 1 turnover tonight, but that's just 1 turnover for Jalen in the last 2 games. He's got 50 points.
The last one will get to a break. I just broke this Twix off.
And now you mean Twix, the candy bar, not our new, what we're kind of, Owen can decide whether to call it Twitter or X. So I've kind of settled on Twix.
That was too much for me. It's a candy bar.
Nembhard, how can, I guess you probably didn't overfill yesterday. Nembhard's follow-away is no good. Obi Toppin offensive rebound. But there's 3 Celtics down there. Toppin just dribbling for his life to escape out of there. They're swinging around the horn of Miles Turner, who missed the 3. Tatum looking for that 10th rebound. He couldn't get it. Knocked away by Buddy Hield. And Jaylen Brown comes out of the pack with it. Still 8:11 to go in the third. Porzingis stripped to the ball. Celtics turn it over. Jordan Nwora in the game. Long lead pass for Obi Toppin, who will lay it in. 89-59. 30-point margin. 7:55 to go in the third. Drew Holiday zips the entry to Derek White. Pump fake on Toppin. Then he scoops it up quickly with the left hand off the glass.
Scoring is just too easy. Man.
Celtics have 91 points on 59% shooting in 2.5 quarters. Buddy Hield kicked back out of the left side all night for Nembhard to shoot a 3. He aims it, misses it. Porzingis grabs his 3rd rebound. The Celtics are a plus 20 on the glass. White transition 3. Are you serious? Are you serious with this team right now? Celtics by 35 for the 2nd consecutive game, midway through the 3rd.
Somebody fouls so I can eat my candy.
Buddy Hield. Bounce pass for Nembhard. Now he is a little trigger shy after missing all those shots in a row. Nembhard, hounded by Holiday, step back, flips it up with the right hand and scores. 94-61. Porzingis catches, attacks, and missed at the rim. He didn't have enough on it. Great feed from Derek White. Pacers racing back the other way, and they'll score Nwora off the rim. And Joe Mazzulla just waiting for a chance to call a timeout. Why? So Max can eat his Twix. 6:44 to go. 3rd quarter, Boston 94, Indiana 63 on the BetMGM 98.5 the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
When your celebration of life is prepaid today, your family is protected tomorrow. With us, you'll find patience, compassion, and attention to detail that is second to none. We're your local Dignity Memorial provider. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Hear that music? It can only mean it's breakfast bagel time at McDonald's. Ah, the McDonald's breakfast bagel sandwich. A fluffy folded egg. 2 slices of American cheese plus your choice of a savory steak patty, applewood smoked bacon, or breakfast sausage, all on a perfectly toasted bagel. It's bagel time. At participating McDonald's.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
That's the sound your engine's supposed to make. And with Valvoline, it will. Because in a side-by-side test, it was found to offer 24 times stronger protection than the industry-leading synthetic. Protection that can help prevent performance loss and eventual engine failure. So when you use Valvoline, your engine will always sound like this. When you use the leading synthetic, not so much. Maximize engine life with Valvoline, the original motor oil.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
The home of the Revs, the Sports Hub.
Celtics in complete control. Their lead is 31. They've got the ball midway through the third. They had a 37-point third quarter lead Monday. They had it up to 35 here tonight. Porzingis or Jaylen Brown. Turns the corner behind the back bounce pass. Porzingis pretty good look at a three. No good. And the rebound for Buddy Hield. McConnell racing up the middle of the floor. Angles to his right. Bounce pass late in the corner. Jordan Wara. Swing it back from McConnell to Hield around the horn to Neesmith. Goes back to McConnell. He's all alone, so he takes that set shot three. It's no good. And Porzingis grabs the rebound. Boston plus 19 on the glass. Three right side. Holiday, no good. Rare miss for him tonight. And McConnell swoops in for the rebound. We're midway through the third. Celtics by 31. McConnell tiptoes the baseline. Kick out. Neesmith enters to Turner. He's got a smaller man on him, so he takes the quick turnaround shot, but it's no good. And Porzingis grabs another rebound. He's starting to pile them up. Up to 5 now. It's 3 in the quarter. Jaylen Brown dribbling right hand, left hand between his legs. Spins on Neesmith. Muscles it up. No good. They're calling a foul on Neesmith, and Jaylen will get free throws.
Indiana fouls on number 23.
10-second station identification on the BetMGM, unless you want to do it. 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Boston, this is Boston's most listened to sports station. Boston's home for sports. 95, the Sports Hub, Beasley Media Group Station.
Brandon Max at TD Garden, which looks a lot like Verizon Center did the other night, with the Celtics just dominating. The Celtics in the last season had 5 leads of 35 or more. They've now done it in back-to-back games, games 3 and 4 of this year.
I just think about something you said to me a minute ago. You're talking about me and my candy bar. He's like, did I get a haul yesterday? As if I went out for trick-or-treat.
I said you didn't, unlike a lot of people, probably overindulge.
Didn't even think about it.
That's my point.
I would see 68 years old going some trick-or-treat.
Well, you haven't known to show up at people's house for free food, no matter what day of the year it is. McConnell forces one up, late foul call on Derek White. McConnell will get free throws. It's 96-63.
Whose house did I show up for free food?
Well, Thanksgiving every year. What's the one thing you show up with?
That's a smile and Tupperware.
2 things. Texas Rangers do not have a hit tonight through 4 innings against Zach Gallen.
All purpose.
Game 5 of the World Series.
All purpose here.
Notice how I won't, even now, I'm not going to jinx it by using the expression, even though I'm not calling that game. I don't believe in using it. You have to keep people informed that this team doesn't have a hit or they're hitless or whatever, but there's no reason to jinx it by actually using the expression. McConnell gets the free throws. We're at 96-65. Boston by 31. I'll say it's pretty much been a no-hitter for the Pacers tonight, particularly from 3 with a 3 of 24. That's what's going to happen. 3-point shooting in the league this year. You're going to get scores like this. Jaylen tries to square himself with the left elbow. He forced that jumper, no good. McConnell skip pass in the corner. Aaron Neesmith has an extra second, but he airmails the 3. And some of these have been open shots, and the Pacers just missed them badly. Tatum switches to the left hand, blows by Wara, gets in deep, reverses it up and in with the right hand.
Man. Made him look foolish.
Yeah, he looks like he belongs in a higher league tonight. Neesmith stumbles in the paint. Ball saved off the ground by Isaiah Jackson. Throws to the corner. Wara missed a 3. Porzingis has the rebound. Celtics lead by 33. The entry in deep for the shot is no good. Rebounded by Isaiah Jackson.
Brown running too quick there.
Yeah.
The place go. Wow.
Okay, a little careless. This is the exact same point of the game where Joe Mazzola subbed everybody out on Monday night. Down the right side, Neesmith, paint taken away by Porzingis. He hands to Buddy Hield in the corner. Hield dribbles past Porzingis and hands off underneath to Jackson for the 2-hand slam.
And even then, if they get a layup, they had to go from one side of the floor to the other side of the floor, back to the other side of the floor, where they got some things going. Can't be delay a game. The Celtics are trying to say a delay a game. You can't have a delay a game if you take the ball out yourself.
Celtics still with the starters on the floor. They're playing extra minutes together here. They played the full 8 minutes of the third quarter because you know they're coming out. And the Celtics want to see a better performance from the bench, clearly. Tatum got that 10th rebound, so he has a double-double. Holiday drives down the left side, floats it up and in with the right hand. That should be the 4th assist for Tatum. And the Celtics, for the 2nd consecutive game, hit 100 with a lot of time left in the 3rd quarter. Boston by 33. Buddy Hield finds Neesmith, wing 3. Nope. They are 3 of 27, but an offensive rebound. McConnell spins it off the glass and in.
T.J. McConnell's been their best player tonight.
12.6 rebounds. Nembhard got off to a great start, but he has gone ice cold in the 2nd half. Tatum on the wing. Up fakes a 3, drives on Neesmith, runs it off the glass and in. Too easy.
These guys, is a white flag out there?
It feels like Jason Tatum rolled out of bed into a 30-point, 10-rebound game tonight. McConnell dribbles to the free throw line. His follow-away is no good. Rebound number 11 for Tatum and the outlet to Holiday. Celtics by 33 as Holiday misses the follow-away. Pacers have the rebound. Wara calls his own number, and another 3 is missed. Tatum the rebound. Funny how things even up. The Knicks and the Heat shot the 3 really well against the Celtics in the first 2 games. But Indiana tonight, 3 of 28. Jalen overruns the entry pass, can't handle it. McConnell a steal. Derek White reaches in, knocks it away to prevent the break. Indiana will have to slow it down.
So looking for plays and how things are going to go. Jason Tatum just made that look so easy here.
Bucks, they're not coming back. They're still down by 20 with 7.5 to go at Toronto. Atlanta blowing out Washington. Atlanta's been pretty good.
Yeah, Atlanta
first week and a half of the year. You know, they have.
You said Quinn Snyder.
Yeah, Quinn Snyder, full year of Quinn Snyder, full training camp, and they have a lot of their players back. Buddy Hield attacks the left side, puts it in his left hand, keep it away from Porzingis. Off the window and in, 102-71. Cleveland Knicks home and home back-to-back. After the Knicks won in Cleveland, Cavs are up by 5. Midway through the 3rd, pull up 3, Derek White, rims out. And the rebound for Buddy Hield. The starter's time is growing short here. Brown and Tatum are out, probably done for the night. Hield steps to his left, misses a 3 over Mihailuk, who played well the other night. That's why he gets this first call from this group. To play with Porzingis, Hauser, Holiday, and White. Porzingis down the left side, fouled at the rim. And he'll shoot some free throws here, and more substitutions coming for Joe Mazzulla.
I couldn't see if he dunked it or was trying to dunk it, got hit on the arm. It's a pick and roll.
It's 4 fouls on Neesmith in 17 minutes.
And, you know, this is no kick at Neesmith. But the way he was advertised, great three-point shooter.
Spoiler alert, kids, but when someone says, this is no kick at so-and-so, but, you know what's coming? A kick.
No, it's an observation. Sorry.
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that.
I was told by Danny Ainge, he said, Aaron Neesmith is a better three-point shooter than Tatum or Brown.
Well, his college coach, Allen Houston, absolutely loved him. White and Holiday appropriately enough come out together. Porzingis gets the free throws. We're at 104-71 with 1:52 to go in the 3rd. O'Shea Brissett out there with Mihailuk, Pritchard, Hauser. Porzingis is the only starter left in the game. McConnell down the left side, falls away. Short jumper, no good. Rebound. Hauser deflects it to Porzingis. Quick outlet to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbling low, throws to the corner. Quick 3. Mihailuk is on the board.
Boy, that dude right there. I thought other people were locked and loaded. He gets in the game. First shot.
Largest lead for the Celtics, 36. They led by 37 at the exact same point of the game Monday night. So crossover, Brissett doesn't go for it. He's got the clean steal from Buddy Hield. Hauser, lead for Mihailuk, throws it in the corner. Pritchard up fake, shovels it back to the trailer. Porzingis gets fouled, and he can't get out of the game because he keeps getting free throws.
One thing about Porzingis is he's with this team, and we talked before in Washington why the team looks so bad when they're able to score, because they have any starters out there. And those guys aren't used to playing a regular NBA game together for those prolonged minutes.
The starters plus-minus net rating is going to be ridiculous when this game is over through the first 4. Where last year the Golden State starting five was the best. Porzingis gets the free throw. Celtics had their largest lead of the week, and that's saying something. They led by 37 Monday night. They're up by 38 now with a minute to go in the third. Jordan Ward, paint taken away by Brissett. Kick out to Neesmith, stop and start travel. And here's the thing. Indiana has only turned the ball over 6 times tonight. And they're down by 38.
Stevens about to come in this game. Will he get Porzingis now?
For the Celtics, number 77, Lamar Stevens into the game.
Lamar Stevens will get some run. Porzingis will come out, and for the second straight game, there will be no Boston starters playing in the fourth quarter. Peyton Pritchard, lead for O'Shea Brissett. Shovels for Mihalik. Mihalik steps to his right, takes a deep one. It's an air ball. Now let's see if this group can. It's 38 now, the lead with 48 seconds to go in the third. What's the final score going to be?
Game within the game, Sean Grande.
Remember, Washington
up by 20. I'm going to be up by 25.
Cut it from 37 to 19. That was the final margin. Jackson in the paint, spins on Hauser, misses in close, and Mihalik has the rebound. Pritchard races it up, bounce past the lead. Hauser attacks the paint, extra pass for Mihalik, but before he could get it up, Hauser couldn't stop himself. He was called for the offensive foul. So Adrian Griffin throwing in the towel tonight. Lillard and Giannis are done, with Milwaukee down by 23 midway through the fourth. They're going to drop to 2-2, and again, fortunate to win on opening night.
It's a little disturbing to me.
The margin, yeah. Neesmith, corner three. Rims out. Pacers headed for one of the worst three-point shooting nights in franchise history. They are 3 for 30. Last shot time here in the third quarter. Celtics could take a 40-point lead. Pritchard steps back alone at 12 feet. His jumper, though, rims out. Scramble for the rebound. That'll do it for the third quarter. Now, for the second straight game, the Celtics have made a mockery of it. Up by 17 at the end of one. 21 at halftime. They lead by 38 as we make the turn for home. End of 3 at the Garden. All Celtics all the time. Boston 109, Indiana 71 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Save on stuff you really need and stuff you bought for fun. Stuff you've always really wanted this holiday at Amazon. Stuff that is discounted if you're naughty or you're nice. Stuff to buy your grandma who drinks her Chardonnay with ice. Stuff to make you big and strong. Stuff we can name in this song. Stuff for lawns and decking halls. Save big on stuff at Amazon. Stuff.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're your local Dignity Memorial provider. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Dutcher and Rich, morning 6 to 10 on the Sports Hub.
Well, if you had the Celtics up by 40 at the end of 3 quarters tonight, you were wrong. They're only up 38 as we go to the fourth, 109-71. Catches-Law, New England's injury attorney since 1986, which is a pretty good year around here. Has won over $2 billion for their clients. When you're injured and can't work, turn to Catches-Law. There's no fee. Unless you win, go to catcheslaw.com to schedule your free consultation today. Past the anniversary of the World Series. Of course, Celtics won the championship in '86. It's the year the Patriots went to the Super Bowl in January. Sam Hauser begins the fourth quarter with a 3, and there's the first 40-point lead of the year for the Celtics, 112-71. Attacking and floating it up and in is Walker, the rookie. Our first look at him, Jarris Walker.
Now, there could be something good out of this. You get Sam Hauser a couple of shots, maybe can knock roll. Wow.
You only take it 2. Hauser goes in deep and ends up giving it up to Luke Cornett. Pritchard ducks his shoulders, drives goes to the right corner. Hauser spots up, nails it on 3, as you were saying.
It gives him a chance to get some things going.
All 3 of his shots tonight from beyond the arc. 115-73. 3-point shooting tonight. Celtics 16 of 27. Indiana 3 of 30, and that's your ball game. Boston by 42. McConnell falls away. Cornett got a piece of that, and it comes up way short. Brissett controls the rebound. Lobs it from Pritchard straight away. Pritchard zips an entry. Caught by Cornett. Puts it off the window and in.
Well, much better start for this second unit. Knocking down a couple of shots, getting a little comfortable.
Lead is 44. Celtics had 3 leads larger than this last year. Shepard moves into the corner. There's Walker's long 2. It's no good. Rebound for Sam Hauser. Pritchard running up the middle of the floor, ducks the shoulder down. Little pump fake, kicks out to a wide open Mihailuk. His 3 is no good, and the rebound for Walker. There's Walker, big body, 20-year-old rookie lead for Shepard, and the rookie knocks down a 3, his first NBA points. And it's 117-76.
He must have family here or something.
He does.
Somebody was screaming.
They'll remember that moment and forget the rest of them tonight.
Yeah.
Hauser, skip past, Mihailuk will force a 3. No good. Rebound, Shepard, racing into the front court. Lead for War. Or Milwaukee Buck. 9:38 to go. Celtics by 41. The extra pass inside from the rookie Walker to Obi Toppin for the 2-hand slam.
Obi Toppin, he can still do that. He can spring as well as anybody in the NBA.
Peyton Pritchard through the center court logo. 117-78. Swings to Hauser, left side 3, good. Sam Hauser, 4 for 4 from distance.
Needs to get well.
McConnell spins, drives, throws to the corner. Wara steps to his right, being defended by Mihailuk, jumps back into the left corner. 3 off balance, no good. Cornett deflects the rebound, but the Pacers have it. Shepard. Final 8:53. Celtics by 42. McConnell zips into the corner. Wara's 3, flat, no good. Rebound Pritchard. Indiana 4 of 33 from distance. Pritchard alone. How about a 3 for him? You got it. And the Celtics have their largest lead up by 45. 3 from Shepard the other way, no good. Rebound Cornett. The worst thing that could happen for this Pacer group is the Celtics bench struggling the other night. Pritchard gets in deep, ball fake, spins, puts it off the glass and in. Scored and the foul.
Got his man up in there, got him in the popcorn popper.
And Pritchard will go to the line with a chance to become the 7th Celtic tonight in double figures. Largest lead last year for the Celtics was 49 in the game at Milwaukee on March 30th. They're at 48 right now after the 3-point play.
Oh, I thought somebody was chanting for a while when Peyton Pritchard got that shot. I know I heard somebody chanting out MVP, MVP.
You heard that on the final day of the season last year when he had one of the biggest statistical triple-doubles in Celtics history.
As John Grundy likes to say, last game of the season, anything could happen.
Wara dribbles in deep, handoff for Toppin, who scores off the glass. 126-80. Pritchard. For Brissett. Brissett will launch one. No good. Banton got a hand on it, deflects it out of bounds. It'll be Indiana ball. Last 50-point lead for the Celtics. Remember, they had a couple 2 years ago in that season that went to the finals. They had the 60-point lead against Sacramento. And they had the 51-point lead at Philadelphia in February. Jumper knocked down by Walker.
Nice move. Then a little step back by Walker.
44-point margin right now, 126-82. 7:23 to go. Hauser catch and shoot three. It's the 19th of the night for the Celtics. And Sam Hauser, who came in struggling since the start of the preseason, has taken 5 threes tonight, and he's hit every one of them. Foul on Banton.
Celtics foul is on number 45, Wilson. That's his first. Team second.
Gonna start going home. See a few people leaving now. And you wonder, what is Milwaukee thinking about this game?
Yep.
Got to be on their radar.
McConnell, left-hand dribble in the paint, falls away as he likes to do for the mid-block and knocks it down. 45-point margin here, 129-84. With 7 minutes to go. Pritchard. Push pass for Brissett, coming strong down the left side. He got spun around, backwards to the basket. He couldn't do the Wemby from last night, and he misses the shot.
Man, he has his own shots now.
Hey, did you see the one he hit last night?
I did not. You just showed it.
I will. Shepard.
I saw the dunk that he had.
McConnell, pounded by Hauser, flips it up in the air. Banton thought he had the steal. McConnell drags it back from him. Finds Shepard in the corner for another three. For those Shepard fans you can hear. So a 9-3 run, if you want to call it that, for Indiana. Cuts it to 42. 129-87. With 6:15 to go. Celtics are going to 4-0 for the first time in 14 years. How about Hauser for another three? His first miss of the night. And the rebound for T.J. McConnell. He was wide open. McConnell for Aurora. He misses the right-hand layup as Hauser and Banton both got back defensively. Banton up the middle of the floor. He's going the distance. Scoops it with the right hand. Scoring the foul.
Good job going all the way to the hole. One-on-one. The Red Sea party.
Everybody who was playing has scored except Lamar Stevens. Stay tuned. 5:59 to go. Boston 131. Indiana 87. On the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family later. Because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're your local Dignity Memorial provider. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this?
Thanks, Mom.
Fixing that. You reach a destination. And then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you. Around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise. For lives in drive.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Before you know it, the end of the year will be here. So remember to use your vision benefits before they expire. Schedule eye exams today for the whole family by visiting pearlvision.com. Pearl Vision will cover the cost of your insurance copay or eye exam. Plus, they accept all major vision plans, including iMed. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. Ends 12/31/23. Exams available at the Independent Doctors of Optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
The share it with a friend deal. Even if that friend is yourself. Your McDonald's, your rules.
For a limited time, get a hot and juicy Bacon McDouble with Applewood smoked bacon, a classic McChicken, a flavorful hot and spicy McChicken, or other McDonald's faves. Mix and match any two for just $3.99.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Price and participation may vary. Single item at regular price cannot be combined with combo meal.
The only place to hear the game, the Sports Hub.
Celtics should be in good shape here with 6 minutes to go. They're clinging to a 44-point lead, 131-87. And there's going to be some talking head discussion tomorrow about the Bucks, who got blasted tonight up in Toronto, giving up 130. Portland wins at Detroit.
I want to see Detroit. Very interested in seeing them because of some of the guy, Cade Cunningham. And a team I like also, I think, is going to play well, is going to be Orlando.
Yep. They lost the back-to-back against the Lakers and Clippers, but they had a great chance to beat the Lakers on Monday night. And they hung in that back-to-back game for 2.5, 3 quarters against the Clippers last night. Paul George is playing really well. 132-87 after the three-point play for Banton. McConnell finds Walker in the corner. Rookie's three comes up short. In the end now, 5 of 36 from three.
Not good.
But if they were shooting 50% from three, they'd still be losing.
Oh, yeah, say that.
Banton switches to the left hand, overruns his dribble, has it back, little turnaround flip shot, rattles in.
I was about to say, it was a silver lining out of that.
Long lead for Toppin, and he is fouled by Hauser. The Celtics up by 47. Flirting with the first 50-point lead in a couple of years. Now, what a turnaround for Indiana. They had a great 2-0 start, and they have a great chance to beat Chicago and come in here with the battle of 3-0 teams. They lose that game to Chicago and just get blown off the floor tonight. Toppin misses the first free throw. Cleveland up by 7 at New York, and the road team win both halves of that home and home. Houston a 10-point lead on Charlotte. Quick three by Pritchard is good. And the Celtics have their largest lead. It's at 49 right now, matching their largest lead from a year ago. Lob for Toppin from McConnell. He flies through the air to throw it down with 2 hands.
That is his specialty right there.
137-90. Banton has an opening, attacks the middle, and scores easily with the right hand. 139-90. McConnell, lob, same play. Toppin foul this time by Lamar Stevens. It's going to be on the side. Brooklyn has come back to grab the lead at Miami. 89-86. They're going to beat some teams just on will. You're going to get Mikal Bridges always brings it every night. Cam Thomas has become a guy who's going to make a lot of money in this league, showing that he can have 30-point games. Sam Hauser comes out, obviously his best game of the year easily. McConnell flips to the corner. Shepard will try a three. Back iron, no good. Big scramble for the rebound. Banton comes out of the pack with it. Celtics have a chance to lead by 50. Here comes Brissett down the right side. He is fouled, and O'Shea Brissett will go to the free throw line against his former team with a chance to give Boston a 50-point lead.
Any piece. But the Celtics have done the thing we talked about before. They've defended really well. Yeah, they can score the basketball, but when they defend, and some of the things you read about this team, this is what I think is crazy. I was reading this thing about them. I'll get back into the stock exchange. I love that.
Pacers grab a timeout after the first free throw to give us a nice symmetrical score going to the break. And yeah, you better believe it's Geno time. 4:29 to go. Boston 140, Indiana 90 on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this,
Thanks, Mom.
fixing that. You reach a destination, and then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
At TLC Laser Eye Centers, we want you to get LASIK as much as you do. That's why we partner with most vision insurance plans, Cigna, VSP, and IMED, and more. At TLC, being able to accept vision insurance is just one more way we're helping the world see better with less dependency on glasses and contacts. Visit tlcoffer.com to book your consultation today. TLC Laser Eye Centers, the doctor's choice for LASIK.
Family is everything.
And for the past 100 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
But it's only possible because of people like you.
All you have to do is go online to loveshriners.org right now with your monthly gift.
You'll make a difference in our lives every day.
Felger and Maz, afternoons 2 to 6 on the Sports Hub.
50. That's the lead right now, 140 to 90. Celtics lead with 4:29 to go. It is the 5th time in the last 20 years they have held a 50-point lead.
Halliburton, is that different?
Here's the irony. Last year, the Celtics go into OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a late scratch, and they go down by 50. Tonight with that Halliburton, Celtics up by 50, and they have another free throw here that Brissett knocks down. It is 51. (141 to 90) with 4:18 to go. Extra pass, Walker on the inside, two-hand slam for Jackson.
Howie Sylvester, running time.
4 minutes to go. Good entry for Lamar Stevens.
Hey, Pritchard being so unselfish.
McConnell from the baseline gets the 2 right back. (143 to 94). Pritchard lobs it on the inside, caught by Brissett. He muscles it up and in with the right hand. Back to 51.
Pritchard trying to get the triple-double or something?
Well, he actually has 8 assists in 23 minutes. Wara drives, runs it off the window and in. Score down the foul.
Movement, very good. And let's analyze the game when it was a game. Celtics defense was good. Offensively, shot the ball well. Movement, controlling the initial point of attack. And that's the thing I love about them, trying not to turn the basketball over, giving the opposition extra opportunities.
Obi Toppin played 25 minutes tonight as Banton lays it in with the right hand. You want to guess Obi Toppin's plus minus in 25 minutes?
Minus 36.
Minus 40.
Close.
50 right now, 147 to 97 with 3 minutes to go. McConnell, stop and start. Steps back in on Brissett and scores.
McConnell's brought it today.
18
points.
Yeah, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 13 shooting. But the Pacers 5 of 37 from 3. Pritchard's entry is punched away from O'Shea Brissett, his former teammate, DJ McConnell and company, and he is fouled. Indiana had a foul to give with 2:36 to go. We say we have a little conversation with Jason Tatum when this game's over. Peyton Pritchard. Oh, a tricky crossover. Drives on McConnell. Goes off the window. No good. Offensive rebound by Stevens. He can't finish it, but a loose ball comes to him. And now everybody who has played has scored for the Celtics.
Ball comes right back to you. Like it was on the string.
13 Celtics have played. 13 Celtics have scored. Out of bounds off Indiana. Celtics get it with a 50-point lead and 2:08 to go.
Don't you love this? Look at the Celtic bench. Everybody just up.
Stevens met at the rim and blocked by Jackson. Long lead for Walker. The rookie takes 2 long strides and lays it in. So Indiana breaks 100 about a half an hour after the Celtics did. 149-101. Peyton Pritchard dribbles behind his back. Looks for the open man. Stevens on the wing. And back to Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles around Walker. Goes to the left hand and scores again.
Surrender.
15-4-9. And the only thing for the Celtics that you nitpick about the other night was the bench performance. And even they have answered the bell tonight and actually extended the lead. 151-101. Mihalik guarding Wara. Wara pushes him off, goes to the glass, no good. Banton comes up with a rebound, he gets fouled. Indiana over the limit now.
They didn't want to call that foul. They were like, okay, got a minute. We got to call it.
That's his second team limit. Toronto Banton will be at the line, shooting 2.
Banton, good job of getting the basketball, knocking down shots, making some plays. I absolutely love it. I wonder what kind of conversation you're going to have eventually where it's just a mirage. 152. Is anybody going to look at it and go, wow?
(153-101), largest lead now. And they're going to call a foul against the Celtics with 1:12 to go. Obviously, with a situation like this, you guys can probably tell I'm sort of scrambling for my record book to see where this one fits. Because we've had games that where the biggest lead was challenged, as it was tonight. But for as long as I've been here and keeping the records for the 23 years, you only have 2 50-point wins at Philadelphia 2 years ago, and what was then the NBA record for a road margin of victory, the 58-point win at Chicago 5 years ago. Celtics margin right now is 51.
Check it up. Call Elias real quick.
Yeah, we don't have that in the budget. That's all we have is me.
That'll work.
Missed two missed free throws, so. Or one missed free throw, so 153-102 is about to end on the final minute. And the entry to Mihalik, who ends up missing the dunk. But Banton has to steal the other way. Races up the middle of the floor, a little no look for Mihalik, who scores with the right hand. 155-102.
Mihalik trying to do a two-hand over the back dunk there.
McConnell in the paint. Kick out Walker, going to attack, flip it with the right hand and score. 155-104. Fans will want the Celtics to shoot. They technically have to one more time.
Look, they don't even have to shoot to cover the line. I'm sure it wasn't this.
I think it was about 11, not 51.
I am sure.
But you can do those things you do, right? You can like maximize it and like bet the Celtics minus 50 or whatever you do. Shot clock violation. That's going to give us our final margin, it would appear. A colossal beatdown. And tonight, the bench holds its ground, extends the lead. The clock hits triple zeros, and the Celtics make a statement. A 37-point lead at Washington Monday night, and that was nothing. On their way to a 51-point win here at the Garden to go to 4-0 for the first time in 14 years. The final score, Boston 155, Indiana 104. Back with more on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
There are some things employees love hearing.
Congrats. Nice presentation.
Enjoy your vacation, Jack.
Hey, there's food in the kitchen. Here's something else they'll love. At Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare, a .32 health company, we offer benefits that empower employees to live healthier lives. From virtual care to digital tools that encourage healthy living, we've designed our plans with innovative and inclusive benefits that meet the needs of every workforce, giving people what they truly value. It's how we take healthcare personally.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Oh, just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what-ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
At Enterprise, we know you're constantly on the move. Getting this,
Thanks, Mom.
fixing that. You reach a destination, and then it's on to the next. And when life is moving at the speed of, well, life, Enterprise is right there with you, around the corner and around the globe. We'll keep you moving forward. Enterprise, for lives in drive.
The home of the Bees, the Sports Hub.
Tatum on the wing. Up fakes the three, drives on Neesmith, runs it off the glass and in. Too easy.
These guys, is a white flag out there?
It feels like Jason Tatum rolled out of bed into a 30-point, 10-rebound game tonight. That's exactly what happened. It's for the third time in the last quarter century, the Boston Celtics have recorded a 50-point win tonight. They go 20 of 35 from three. Indiana goes 5 of 37. That's all you need to know. Celtics beat the Pacers 155 to 104. They are 4-0 for the first time in 14 years. We'll talk to Jason Tatum about it next on the BetMGM 98.5, the Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
It's Ice Spice season, and Dunkin' is entering the charts with a new hit, the Ice Spice Munchkins drink. Frozen coffee blended with pumpkin munchkins, topped with whipped cream and caramel drizzle. Yes, please. Pop into your local Dunkin'. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer. Terms apply.
Since 1872, Yellowstone Bourbon has shared a spirit with our national parks because it's crafted for the benefit and enjoyment of the people, all people. So no matter who you are or where you're from, the park is never more than a pour away. Visit YellowstoneBourbon.com to find it near you. Yellowstone, bourbon for all. Please enjoy responsibly. Copyright Yellowstone Select Bourbon, 93 proof. Limestone Branch Distillery, Lebanon, Kentucky.
It's time to recognize you sausage-loving genius. For without you, how would we know that Eckrich smoked sausage can be eaten thrice in one day? And that you can take your lunch break before noon? Here's to you. Eckrich smoked sausage. You do you.
Tick tock, tick tock. Before you know it, the end of the year will be here. So remember to use your vision benefits before they expire. Schedule eye exams today for the whole family by visiting pearlvision.com. Pearl Vision will cover the cost of your insurance copay or eye exam. Plus, they accept all major vision plans, including iMed. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. Ends 12/31/23. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
If you or someone you know are having thoughts of suicide or experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, call or text 988, or you can chat with us at 988lifeline.org. Trained crisis counselors are available to listen, support, and help. The 988 Lifeline is confidential, it's free, and it's available 24/7. And 988 can be for personal use or for a loved one you may be worried about who needs crisis support. Help is available. Speak with a crisis counselor today.
Have you ever covered a carpet stain with a rug? Ignored a leaky faucet? Pretended your half-painted living room is supposed to look like that? Well, you're not alone. We've all got unfinished home projects. But there's an easier way. Thumbtack is the app that makes it easier to care for your home. Pull out your phone, and in just a few taps, search, chat, and book highly rated pros right in your neighborhood. Download Thumbtack and start caring for your home the easier way.
The Bruins season didn't end the way we wanted, so now we've got all summer to get ready for more of this.
They'll flip it up left wing. Coyle skates into a pass, headed poke check, cranked into the slot. Smith shoots, he scores! Frank Smith, brought in by Polino into the right circle, walks in, centered. Coyle had it deflected wide. Polino's got it back of the net, centers out in front. Frederick shoots, he scores!
The Boston Bruins play here. 98.5 The Sports Hub.
At KEH, we believe great camera gear should be accessible to all. With over 60,000 pre-owned items in stock from the most popular camera brands and up to 40% off retail. You can get your hands on the gear you want at a price you'll love. Affordable, sustainable, and backed by our free 180-day warranty. That's a purchase that's better for you and the planet. Together, we can make something that lasts. Visit KEH.com today.
Where Max and I are sitting, there's an element of almost one-upsmanship among you guys, the bond of playing together and almost pushing each other to a place you haven't been before. Is that fair?
Yeah. The last 2 years we've been extremely close. And, we got some new faces, some new coaches. And I think more importantly, more than anything, we got a guy that has won a championship. And we got guys that are, eager to win one. And, at this point, we've had a great training camp, and obviously we had a great, start to the season. And guys are hungry. And guys are willing to sacrifice and willing to do whatever it takes to win. And it's basketball. We having fun. And I think that's most important.
The thing I remember so well about last year, and, always goes on, but you in that tub, and I came in right after the game when you twisted your ankle, just so much disappointment about what could have been. How have you dealt with that?
Yeah, that was tough. Being a guy that prides himself on playing every night and, getting hurt the first play of the game, in the biggest game of the season, that kind of stung the entire summer. But, it just made me excited to come back, look forward to the season, and get back to that point and try to get over that hump.
You said you wanted to be all defense. You're looking around at a whole bunch of guys that could be almost as a team all defense. I thought the Washington game especially was triggered on that in the first couple of minutes on that end of the floor. And it's almost everything you talked about, what you hoped would happen, where the defense was, where you, as Joe likes to say, hang your hat, is happening so far.
Yeah, and I give a lot of credit to D. White and Drew. Those guys are wreaking havoc on the other team's guards. Full court pressing, blocking shots. Making their life hell for 48 minutes. And it's just, we feed off that. Myself, JB, KP, we don't want to be, the weak link out there. So we want to uplift our energy and, try to stay at the same, level as those guys. They push us and we try to push them.
How does it feel now? And tell us what it's like to have Drew on your team, watching them every day instead of from afar.
Man, the Drew Holiday effect. Guys dribble the ball and see him, they just want to pass it. They don't even want to dribble. We laugh about it all the time. When they see Drew, they just like, no, let me get up off of it. Let me run to the corner. So it's great not having to play against him and have him on my team.
All right, Dad, Deuce has got to be at that perfect trick-or-treat age, right?
Yes, he is.
With the haul last night, it must have been epic, right?
Yeah, he was Pumpkin Jack yesterday. He had a big Halloween party this past weekend where he was Spider-Man, so he's living life.
Okay, are you even viscerally aware as to how many kids went dressed as you last night here?
No, but I can only imagine.
Did you partake in any of the that's the hardest part for a dad, right? Watching like kids come home with all the candy and everything like that. Were you strong and disciplined, or did you break down?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little soft when it comes to Deuce, so he got me wrapped around his finger. I'll say that.
These moments, both with your son and with a team like this, don't happen too often. I hope you're enjoying every minute.
For sure, this is a blast.
All right, man, we'll see you on the plane.
See you.
155-104 is the final. Jason Tatum. Do you remember, it's funny as we have watched him, Max, become one of the best players in the world, and you almost knew from the first day that had a chance of happening. But I remember the first time we had him.
Why didn't Philly know that?
Because Markelle Fultz is going to be that guy. Someday there'll be an oral history written about the decision to make that trade and how not only, Philadelphia could have gone back on their word, right, and taken Tatum. Obviously, the Lakers, you're always taking a chance that the Lakers could have changed their mind because they wanted Lonzo Ball, and Tatum was the third pick. But there are so many ways. We're old enough now, Max, that we have watched so many young men grow up in front of us. And Jason has taken that different path because he became a dad right away. But the first time you and I talked to him after a game, he was so shy and it was difficult for him to do it. And now it's just the other part of being, he's one of the best players in the world. We already knew that. He's a great dad. We already knew that. But to watch this other piece, to come together where he is the spokesman that you have to be when you're in that role. I don't like that to go unnoticed either.
Well, and you see that even in the ESPN commercial is the fact that when they're asking him his name, Jason, with a it's like
with a Y,
like a with a Y, and it's just so it's like this is I'm that dude right now, and I absolutely love it. And you see players grow, and you see who they become. I saw Paul Pierce, watched him as a kid grow and become a player he was, and it's just as much fun now watching him, but also watching Brown. Brown is growing, but man, this Drew Holiday effect, man, I like what he's saying about him, and you have him, but beside him, just as good, if not better, might be Derek White defensively.
And this is my point, is that they're all just sort of pushing each other when Holiday and White are on the floor, and as Jason just said, nobody wants to be that weak link. And you know what? I'm going to say it because that's the point. The 07-08 team, that it's going to be inevitable, the comparisons here, if this continues. But how that team did it at the start of the year when they were beating people up was they were so imposing on the defensive end. And that's what this team is starting to look like here early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, that's the crux of it is the fact that, can you continue along that path? Obviously, these teams are some teams right now are beatable. You have another one going in, but it told me a lot about this team when you went down to Washington and you didn't play any games at all. You went down there and throttled them the way you're supposed to. It never was close. This game was never close. And they have a confidence. They have a swagger going along with them. And when you have that, man, you just wish. I'm hoping that they can bottle this up and keep this till the end of the season. Obviously, small sample size, but, man, it would be nice to have the same swagger, the same health, all this stuff going at the end of the season.
And just look at what you've had in terms of just improvement in these 4 games that you've had. A 4-point win, an 8-point win, a 19-point win, and a 51-point win here tonight. And a chance, obviously, you're not really, you're going on the road for 3, but it's not necessarily murderer's row. I know a lot of people like Minnesota. Philadelphia is going to be interesting when they get their team together. But, the Celtics are positioning themselves, particularly with Milwaukee stumbling twice here in the early going. It matters. It's like points in the first quarter. It all counts the same. And if the Celtics can find themselves with an opportunity here to build a 3, 4, 5-game lead, that helps. You can send a message to teams early in the season that maybe this isn't going to be the horse race that people think it's going to be.
Well, and that's what you're trying to do right now. Everybody said this team. That's all there is. But so far, Milwaukee's showed, obviously, early, Max, I understand that. But, man, there were some things that would bother me if I was in Milwaukee getting beat the way they have, and some of the games have gotten beat in.
All right, Corey Seager's broken up that no-hitter in Game 5 of the World Series tonight, and the Rangers are on the board, so they got a chance to win the World Series tonight in Game number 5. Pretty much a no-hitter for the Pacers. They go 5 of 37 from 3 and just get dominated start to finish in a 51-point win for the Celtics. Late start Saturday night in New York, 7:30 for Celtics tonight. Then at 8 o'clock, first of 4 meetings this year between the Celtics and their division rivals, the Brooklyn Nets. Until then, the hype train's just going to keep on rolling as the Celtics just decimate the Pacers tonight. 155-104 is the final. We'll talk to you Saturday night from Brooklyn. In the meantime, we'll talk to Joe Murray.
All right, guys, we'll play you the highlights of the big win for the Celtics tonight, one of their biggest wins in franchise history, and we got all the sound for you coming up next. I'm Joe Murray here on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
Hey, checking in?
This is not just a flu shot appointment at Walgreens.
You want both the flu and COVID-19 vaccines while you're here?
This is getting 2 shots in one trip. And picking up a little fuel, too. Schedule your appointment online or stop by a pharmacy today. This is wellness made easy. Walgreens.
Vaccine subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
Tick-tock, tick-tock. Before you know it, the end of the year will be here. So remember to use your vision benefits before they expire. Schedule eye exams today for the whole family by visiting pearlvision.com. Pearl Vision will cover the cost of your insurance copay or eye exam. Plus, they accept all major vision plans, including iMed. Valid prescription required. Valid at participating locations. Restrictions apply. Taxes extra. See store for details. Ends 12/31/23. Exams available at the independent doctors of optometry at or next to Pearl Vision. Some doctors employed by Pearl Vision.
Ranked number 1 in guest satisfaction among economy hotel brands by J.D. Power, America's Best Value Inn offers the best value for your next adventure. Visit abvi.com to book today, tied in 2023. Visit jdpower.com/awards for details.
That's right. I just disabled your skip button. And for the next 30 seconds, you're in my audio penitentiary. So sit still as I tell you about Super 73, the original electric motorbike. Super 73's lineup of high-performance electric bikes offers an experience unlike any other. With a sleek modular design and industry-leading technology, you're sure to enjoy every mile. Visit super73.com to get started. Okay, love you, bye!
Family is everything.
And for the past 100 years, Shriners Hospitals for Children has become family to over 1.5 million kids.
In tough times and good times, they're there when we need them most.
But it's only possible because of people like you.
All you have to do is go online to loveshriners.org right now with your monthly gift.
You'll make a difference in our lives every day.
Celtics play here at the Sports Hub.
White transition three. Are you serious? Are you serious with this team right now? Celtics by 35 for the second consecutive game, midway through the third.
Somebody foul so I can eat my candy.
Ah, yes, Cedric Maxwell. Left Twix, right Twix. You just can't lose. And neither do the Celtics, who are now 4-0. After their 155-104 win. I said that right, everyone. They dropped 155 points tonight and won the game by a 50-burger. Haven't said that on the broadcast this year. It was all led by Jason Tatum, who had another incredible night. 30 points, 12 rebounds. I want to make him short of those. 12 rebounds, 4 assists. Only had 2 turnovers on a big shooting night. 9 of 15, 3 of 5 from downtown, 27 minutes. And the bench finally got into the action, but the starters did fine. Porzingis, 13 points in 27 minutes. Holiday, another solid game, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Derek White does it all, and Jaylen Brown really didn't have to do much in the second half. Finished with 16 points, but off the bench, Sam Hauser, 17 points. That's my guy. And you know what he did tonight? He went 5 of 6 from three-point land. And also, Peyton Pritchard, 15 points in this one. Nothing to worry about here with the bench after tonight. A couple other guys. Al Horford played 11 minutes. Perfect. O'Shea Brissett got it. Delano Banton getting some time tonight late. Yeah, Gino time. Celtics rolled 155-104. Why don't we get some rest? We'll talk to everybody on Saturday when the Celtics go to Brooklyn to take on the Nets. For James Scaramazino, I'm Joe Murray. Stay tuned to our flagship station, 98.5 The Sports Hub, where I'll be joined by Cerrone Battle. We'll do an hour of postgame with you. Thanks, everybody, for tonight. Celtics win 155-104 over the Pacers. We'll talk to you on Saturday in Brooklyn on the BetMGM 98.5 The Sports of Celtics Radio Network.
This is Boston Celtics basketball, brought to you by BetMGM, the king of sportsbooks and presenting sponsor of the Celtics Radio Network. Please bet responsibly.
Jaylen Brown, 3 in the air for the game. Get it! He got it! Tatum, right corner against Embiid. Tatum for a 50-piece on Game 7, 50 for Jason Tatum.
The Celtics are brought to you by Johnson Star Market, Clinton Savings Bank, Catches Law, and by Hub International New England.
They come from 16 down and get a buzzer-beating fall away from Al Horford. Tatum spins, lays it up and in. The beat the buzzer. The Celtics have won the ball game at the buzzer.
And by Town Fair Tire, Ticketmaster, Wendy's, Jack's Abbey Brewing, The Commuter Rail, and by DraftKings Sportsbook.
A road win in Game 7 that sends the Boston Celtics home to the NBA Finals. The Celtics are Eastern Conference champions.
Celtics basketball is a presentation of the 98.5 The Sports Hub Celtics Radio Network.
WBC-FM 91 bus from the Town Fair Tire Studio, the home of the Bruins, Patriots, Revs, and Celtics.
Come on, Maxey, step back. Three is good.
Boston's home for sports is 98.5 The Sports Hub, an Easily Media Group station.
Falling away, harassed by Al Horford, who reaches in and knocks the ball away. And has the steal. Here comes Horford into the offensive end. His lead was deflected by McConnell, but saved by Hauser. Kick out Pritchard, swung to Tatum, deep on the right side against his old buddy Aaron Nesmith. Tatum dribbling between his legs, spins left, right, fading, free throw line, money. Not fair.
Got him on the highlight reel.
Celtics by 12. Tatum is 3 for 3. Holiday's 3 for 3. Celtics shooting 77% again in this first quarter.
Back here on 98.5 The Sports Hub. What a performance tonight. I mean, listen, what do you want me to say here? The Celtics scored 155 points. Do you want me to just say it was against the Pacers and it's not the playoffs and it doesn't matter? Or their 4-0 start? Should we not mention the performance tonight of this team? That once again, this team dropped 70 in the first half, 40 in the first quarter. They're an offensive juggernaut. And one night, Porzingis, chips in. Tonight he was a little slow, but it's fine. Didn't need him. You didn't need him when you got Jason Tatum putting up points every night and Derek White doing all the dirty work and Drew Holiday. And I'm going to say it again. There are probably more overall talented backcourts in the NBA. But between the defense and their offensive production and playing along potentially 3 All-Stars, Drew Holiday and Derek White are the reason for this turnaround. Now, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, they'll lead the way, and Kristaps Porzingis will have big nights. This whole thing goes when Derek White and Drew Holiday go. I know. I get it. The 2 All-Stars are the reason why they'll win the championship this year. But the change in the team, how things are so different, that's those 2 guys. It's Porzingis. It's Horford coming off the bench, going 6 deep, knowing how important things are, knowing about their futures and how they're set, knowing about the organization backing around them, getting players around them to help, knowing their flaws, and getting some pieces that can give you NBA minutes.